But you yada over the best part.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the theme music, which means it's time for another great episode of the Yada Yada Podcast, episode 147. It's the Kid Joe Canale in the building. We got Black Hyphy in the building. Of course, Nelson's in the building, and the podcast MVP every time, Sebastian! Gentlemen, beautiful Sunday, beautiful fall day in Kansas City. How we doing? How's the weekend been?
Man, it's been a great weekend. Had Gangsgiving yesterday.
Gangsgiving.
Hey! Shout out my boy A-Rod. Did a great job on the dirt. And shout out for some fucking pumpkin cheesecake. It was amazing.
Pumpkin cheesecake?
That's two things I didn't know that should go together.
What?
Yeah, cuss words and pumpkins.
But you missed somebody on the countdown, bro. You missed somebody on the intro.
Oh, that's right. And we got our assistant producer in the building, man. Seth in the building. Andre's girlfriend. And great helping hand on the podcast as well whenever she pulls up on us. So we got the whole gang here for almost. We're just missing River.
Yeah, literally.
Man, you know, we'll drop a line for it. Always here spiritually. Yeah. Yeah, how was the weekend, Andre?
It was good, bro. Friday was a lot, especially even at work.
Mm-hmm.
I called in sick on Wednesday, so I kind of cheated, in the week.
What's up, Nelson?
And then on Friday, I had to deal with hell and high water because it was everything. It was everything that I would have to deal with throughout the week in one day.
Everything's a lot, huh?
But we celebrated somebody's birthday yesterday.
Hey.
And went out to Monarch. My face got me in the club.
That's
I
right.
got shows.
Shout out to Dom Chronicles, man.
Man, shout out to Dom Chronicles. Shout out Mookie. And we got free drink. So
You know, another bomb for that.
it felt kind of weird being back on Roanoke because I used to, be over in them parts.
Yeah.
Staying over in the
Frequent
parts.
visitor?
Yeah,
Frequent
flyer.
face? Yeah.
Frequent toe victim.
Oh, man.
But
They was getting to you like that?
dude, my last week there, I got towed from the
You got
apartment building right next to mine.
Damn.
It was the second time in all,
The second time since you was out there?
literally.
They was on your ass.
They were on my
There's
ass,
that car
man.
again.
It's like,
He's back
I
again?
don't recognize that nigga.
Get him out of here.
Get him.
Get him.
And they were up because I had work that same day, so I was up at like 8.
They was up earlier.
They
time
were
you-
up.
What time do you think they got you? They probably got you like 4 a.m.
Must have.
They was like, you know what? I ain't got a car all day.
Yeah, we gonna fuck with his day. You not having a good day today, son.
No. I called into work that day too. I ain't gonna make it.
I might not make it.
Thank God I had money in my account to get that shit out, but
You know, bomb for that.
They make you pay cash.
yeah, they made me make.
They always make you
and
pay
they don't
cash.
have they don't have exact change. I'm like,
They never do. Like,
y'all
they don't
gonna
have
put-
an ATM on site.
y'all gonna put me through the wire.
Yep. Just for
The
you
ringer.
actually the inconvenience for me right now.
We
Why are
need
you
you to
making me
go
go through all
get
this shit?
cash.
Literally.
And without your car, we
Yeah.
need you to go to the bank
Yeah.
and get cash.
And you need to ride up there because you don't have your car.
We're not giving you a ride. Yeah, we have plenty of cars here to give you a ride, but we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You do that.
And if I didn't know, if I didn't see the sign like right out where it was, it's like I would have thought my car was stolen. It's like where is my car?
That happened to me one night at the record bar. My car got towed, but I didn't know it got towed. I assume it got towed, but I didn't know where it got towed because there's
yeah.
nothing. They don't leave a note or nothing saying your car got towed. Yeah.
Hey, man,
What if
I-
license
Well,
plates?
I parked in one of them establishment parking lots across the street.
Oh yeah. What if license plates were like connected to your phone? So as soon as your car was getting fucked with,
You know.
that'd be kind
would
of
know.
dope.
That'd be kind of fire though. That's a good way to avoid like
It'd be like
carjackings.
you just get a notification.
Something like, hey,
somebody
your car
too close
gone.
to the car.
Your car gone. That's all. Hey,
Hey,
car
your
gone.
car is moving without
Oh,
you.
shit.
You standing still, but your car moving.
Sav just told me apparently they got the Ford app where you can just start your car with your phone.
What?
Like on the newer ones, you can just like get the app, and then you can like, you know how you have remote start, like
Yeah.
in school, you can just do it on your phone. You can like check this. You can lock your car. from
But
the
can we
app.
track it though? Can we track the car?
I think you
If I can start my car from my phone, I gotta be able to track it.
I better. Or
Yeah.
at least I'm just starting myself. I'm gonna sit in there.
Yeah, ain't nobody
Gonna
stealing my
warm it
car,
up for
man.
10
Like,
minutes.
ain't nobody stealing my car.
That's one thing I want an Apple tag for. Just throw it in my car.
Yeah,
You know,
just so I always know where my car's at.
Yeah.
It's easy to like track though, because
Yeah.
if I steal your car and you got the Apple tag, I'm gonna know it's an Apple tag in there. Apple's gonna let me know.
Hey, there's a tag in here.
Hey,
Hey,
there's a
this car
tag
hot.
value.
This car hot. Leave now.
See that's good and bad though.
I know,
Because it's
it's-
like it's for my car.
Motherfucker throws that shit out the window.
My car is new enough to have an aux and have Bluetooth, but it's not new enough to do all the remote start shit. You know, it's like right on the cusp
Of
It
just like
almost had
advanced
Apple Pay.
technology, but not quite there.
Or it almost had Apple Play or whatever. CarPlay, that's what it's called.
Yeah, you get to have a little fun, but not too much
Apple
fun.
Play.
Like
Stay
you gotta pay
focused.
extra
Stay
for-
focused there.
Yeah, you gotta work a little harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
But how was your weekend, Joe?
my
What'd you
weekend,
do?
man, my weekend was great, man. My weekend was great. Something big happened last night.
Uh-oh.
It's official. Me and Ellie Wilson squashed our issue.
The beef is
Word.
done.
The beef is over.
He unblocked you.
He did. So I actually noticed a couple weeks ago, Elliot Wilson created a new Instagram account because he creates one like every 3 to 4 weeks for, I don't know why. He always has to create a new account. So I saw he created a new one. I followed it. And I was kind of curious to know if he remembered me and if he would block me. And luckily, he didn't. So I saw a few more of his posts. I'm like, okay, cool. He didn't block me. And then last night, I got a notification that he followed me. And I saw that and I was like, well, that can't be an accident. And it's like, I feel like he has to know who I am, at least recognize my face. So I followed him back, and then I was like, well, if he follows me, I'm sure that means he's not mad anymore. So moving off that assumption, I DM'd him, and I was just like, hey, man, apologize for my outburst against you earlier this year. Like, you know, you're my media goat, so you telling us that we'll never make it fuck my head up. It's kind of like Nas telling J. Cole he's disappointed in him. Type shit.
Not to let Nas down.
I had to take it there for
He
hip
let
hop.
Elliot down, man.
Let Elliot down. But so, you know, I kind of I apologized for that, and it was like, I hope we cool. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I would love to still work under your wing at some point, you know, if possible. But, you know, once again, like, I apologize for that. And he was like, it's all good. Appreciate that. Fresh start.
Cool.
So we cool.
Fresh start.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Elliot Wilson, man. I'm glad he was thankful enough. I'm thankful he was, you know, allowed me the grace to apologize and him being receptive of it, because I don't want to live in a timeline where me and Elliot Wilson have a problem, or me and Elliot Wilson have this weird energy because we had an online spat, and if we see each other, it's weird, you know, because Elliot Wilson, like, he's
Yeah.
one of the reasons I hold hip-hop media to a certain standard and those who participate in the ecosystem of hip-hop media. So I don't want to make it look cool to down talk Elliot Wilson, because I don't like when other people do it in hip-hop media. And so for me to have to step into that role and have that moment where I'm talking down on him, like, I don't like that. And I don't benefit from that. And I don't think it's a good look, because regardless of how you feel about Elliot or the things he may do or say or how he moves, you still got to respect him, because that's Elliot Wilson. Like, he is one of the godfathers of hip hop media in terms of impact and what he's done and what he's contributed. So yeah, I'm glad we was able to get to a point where we can make water under the bridge, get a fresh start, and just move accordingly after that.
That is really dope. Shout out to you for taking accountability for your actions.
I do what I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, in moments where it matters, I'm down to do that.
W. Joe, man. But I'll tell you one thing. That stove's still hot on this side, so fuck Elliot.
It's always the guy off camera.
It's
always the guy off camera.
It's still hot on the right-hand side, so I'm still on that. Where's the gun? Come on, man.
And my bad. I
Fuck, man.
misplaced the drop. I misplaced the drop, man. But
Just
yeah,
joking, man. I'm just joking. All love to Elliot. The bridge hasn't been burned. It's been rebuilt.
it has, and
So-
hopefully extended even more. So
Unblock Saber, man. You still got Saber blocked.
I think
That's why
I don't think that account exists anymore. That's why he created a new one.
he deleted the bigger picture.
No, his accounts get deleted for some reason. I don't
you
know
got
why.
blocked by the bigger picture.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
On Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
sucks.
it went deep. It went deep for a
Personally,
while.
and you know, with the Saber account.
They were like, we don't like that.
He blocked
off-camera
everything
guy.
associated with us,
Yeah.
like me, Saber, yada yada. He blocked all of us.
Damn.
Yeah. And you know, shit got kind of hot for a while. Like when I posted that video, like I was starting getting texts from people talking about like the word blackball was getting thrown at me. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm not even in it. What are you blackball? I'm not even here yet.
No.
It was like, it's over for you.
Yeah, you're done, Dunny.
Your career's done.
He's gonna
Before
step on
starting.
you.
No one speaks about Elliot like that.
You know, because that was kind of crazy of me, and that was super bold. But thankfully, he was forgiven. We was able to get over that. New era, new day, new beginning. You know what I'm saying? Where's the bomb at?
Yeah, here we go.
Shout out to Joe Corner Joe.
And I apologize to Jeremy Heck too. After me and Elliot squashed it, I DM'd Jeremy Heck and I was like, you probably don't care, but me and Elliot are cool. And mostly I just wanted to apologize for bringing his name up in the middle of all of that, putting him into that situation, and possibly, thankfully, nothing happened. So we're like, they're still very cool, they're still very close, and they still do the bigger picture together. But if Elliot felt a certain way, like that could have took a turn and made shit weird for them. But thankfully, everybody just let it die down and moved on. Everyone's good. So I apologize to Jeremy for putting his name in all of that because I shouldn't have done that. But heat of the moment type shit. And I do think Elliot Wilson has a lot of classic interviews too. Like I just had to say that in the moment because fuck you at the moment. But like Elliot's a great interviewer. He's had a lot of great work with Rap Radar, XXL. Like he's been put into work as a journalist. So he does have a lot of great interviews. When I said that, it was just the heat of battle. But we cool, man. So shout out to Elliot Wilson for being receptive of that, and shout out to Growth.
As soon as Alex came back, he followed you back. So maybe
it's Alex who he fuck with. He keeping an eye on Alex. Like, who is that guy over there though?
Alex is Elliot Wilson.
I'm just the man.
I'm not the media. Message. Regular guy. I'm observing, paying attention to stuff.
The noticer.
Asking questions. The watcher.
The watcher.
Message.
Minus the big ass head.
Yeah.
Big hair though.
I'll be in the clouds chilling.
Doing my thing.
Yeah.
Every now and then drop in. That's crazy.
Like Batman.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But we also had some good news this weekend musically, man, 'cause our man Wale for Lawrence back. Wale dropping album number 8. Everything is a Lie. And I gotta say, before we get this started, I was listening to the album on the way over here, and it's a beautiful day in Kansas City, beautiful fall day. And
It's kind of scary.
I've noticed, I don't know if it's a reoccurring thing with him, but it seems like Wale's season as an artist is the fall season. Like his music goes really well with the season of fall. It's very reflective, very in tune with your emotions, very vibrant, and very beautiful to hear on like days like today, man. So like I don't know if he does this regularly, but I feel like he does drop a lot of his albums in the fall winter kind of time period. But like perfect timing every time, man. And Everything is a Lot. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think this is gonna be the album for Wale where everybody's like, okay, enough with the jokes, enough with the memes. Like Wale is him. Wale's pen's never been better. He's one of the elite writers. I think when it comes to the human emotions and feeling through those human emotions and writing about those experiences in-depthly for 8 studio albums, like Wale is the best of his generation when it comes to writing about heartbreak, survivor's guilt, depression, anxiety, being vulnerable. Like love. Like Wale has the perfect pen to really capture you in these feelings and these emotions that he's going through, but making it creative in a way to where you relate to it or you find it entertaining.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So like this album is the perfect embodiment of that. And Everything is a Lie is a great title for it because the album is him talking about just his whole life being a lot. And the biggest takeaway I got from this album is that Wale really misses his ex. And like in the way he's talking about his ex, man, it's like it's not in a bad way, but it's more like a way like, damn, it didn't work out because of me and how I'm closed off and how I'm jaded because of just what I've dealt with. Because he talked about how the first half of his career he was very guarded and he was kind of cautious, and there was another word he used in the album I can't remember. I think maybe depressed or something. Because everybody,
maybe depressed or something. I don't know.
I don't want to I don't want to put that on Wale, but it's one of the topics and emotions that he does talk about in his music on this album too. But like the first half of his career, he was very guarded because he was getting a lot of backlash. He was always responding to a lot of criticism and whatnot. So the responses to that was like, man, you shut up, you cry a lot, you complain a lot. So now the second half, he's more comfortable and like at a balance with himself as a person. So now he's more comfortable, but now he's more closed off. Like he talks about in his interviews how now since post-COVID, he doesn't like being in a room with more than like 5 people or he'll get like anxiety.
Crazy.
Yeah, so
it's 5 people in here right now.
Literally.
Wale could not be in this room.
We could not interview Wale.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's just like he talks about like just the balance of life, being an artist and just trying to find love, but also deal with like, family members, survivor's guilt of friends back home, heartbreak, everything that comes with being an artist. And that's one thing I love about the intro track Conundrum is him talking about that whole situation of just like trying to be a full-time artist and do all the work that comes with it, but also trying to like save my relationship with this woman I actually do love.
Yeah.
But since I'm so jaded from my time in the industry, like the one time I do find a woman I love, like I'm closed off to her. It's hard for me to open up. I'm too hard and not soft enough for her.
It definitely seems like he's confronting some of his like anxieties and fears now.
Yeah.
And especially when you deal with things like grief and heartbreak, you kind of have to if you want to grow through it, because you got to go through it to grow through it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Wale has been dope.
He has been dope. And I feel like because the internet always like to get jokes off on him in his personality in the first half of his career, like they always held that against him, and that was always like the knock that prevented people from taking him seriously the way we should as an artist. Because like when it comes to consistency, like 8 albums, he's 8 albums in, he still finds new creative ways to express these human emotions and these feelings that he's always conveyed in his music, and to do that and keep it fresh for 8 albums, like that's not easy to do. We talk about artists burning out all the time within like their first 3 albums runs. And Wale's from the generation of like Cole, Kendrick, Drake, who have the longevity and who have shown you they can have the longevity of a career because they are like just well-rounded artists and they can keep going deeper creatively. And Wale is like the epitome of that. And he's always been fighting for the respect in his career, the recognition. And now he's at a point where he's kind of comfortable not fighting or seeking that validation no more. But you could definitely tell though it does kind of affect how he does approach like just people talking to him about his music now. He's more guarded, more reserved. He's kind of hesitant about who he sits down with. But I think this is the album that will finally get him that recognition, because the writing on this album is phenomenal, and the song and the sequencing in the albums, like the single "Where to Start" with the SWV sample. Yeah. When I first heard it on radio, because it was when the first singles released, I thought it was a cool song. But to me, on the radio, it just sounds like your typical Wale record. And Wale's always going to have a radio on record for the most part. So it just kind of blends in with the rest of the soundscape of mainstream and commercial radio. But when you hear this on the album, like right after Belly, it's the third song on the album. It's right after Belly, which had another fire sample as well. Like where it placed on the album and what it's about, especially coming off Conundrum and Belly, it makes the song sound so much better to me, along with Blanco. Like Blanco being the fourth song right after Where to Start was great sequencing. Because Where to Start's about him being vulnerable and opening up again to a woman he's really interested in. And like it's a complete opposite based off what he was talking about on Conundrum. And then, yeah, like Michael Fredo, talking about, gas, bro, the jealousy, people backstabbing him, being kind of closed off and like new people in his life or people's backstabbing him. Mirror on a Benz is crazy because that's Wale rapping to himself from the mirror perspective of his Benz. Like, and that's like a heart-to-heart he's having with himself. And I think like songs like that, man, the writing like that is really dope. Watching Us with Leon Thomas, City on Fire. City on Fire. So this is the stretch where you really kind of realize Wale misses the fuck out of his ex. Because City on Fire and Fly Away are 2 of the best written songs on this album. And it's about his ex and his relationship with his ex. So like, for example, on Fly Away, he said, "Didn't search when I heard you got someone got you. I was hurt when I found out I lost you. I ain't hurt you, somebody knew old girl, but it hurt you, somebody knew mom too," which is talking about his mother of his child. Or let's see, where's another one? It starts off, okay, the start off on Fly Away is crazy. He said, "The goodbye is finally final now, because I got my job, you got your baby, away from me too secretly, the way that love could be when you're not with me." And so like the good thing about this album is that Wale doesn't run from the responsibility of his role in these situations, in these relationships. And he does point to how him being the way he is because of his time in the industry and how Jada's kind of made him, or closed off has made him, that it does impact other aspects of his life. But like he said, I got my job, you got your baby. So it's like, I got what I wanted, but you got what you wanted, but I also lost you in the process. And that's why everything is a lot, because he's getting everything he's always been trying to seek with his career, but then he's also losing in other aspects of his life that are also valuable to him.
It's definitely like some disparity between his chosen profession and how it affects his personal life.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm not gonna say I enjoy heartbreak.
I don't either. It's not fun.
The music we get from it is so amazing.
All right. So this is the intro of the song "Fly Away." He said, "My apologies, obviously. A goodbye from you is hard for me. As I travel around this thankless world, no alone is where I'll always be. Getting close to you was last resort. Now I'm living out this dream." Let's see, where's it at? Now I'm living out this dream. Where's it at? I can't find the second half. oh yeah, now I'm living out my dreams and never got a thing. You see how karma is. So it's like I did all of that. I sacrificed all of that for my career, for the industry, and I actually didn't get anything for it. You know how karma is, because I turned my back on you in exchange for the industry and giving all of me to the industry. And I got nothing in return from the industry, and I lost you in the process. That's karma.
I got a question for you, because you're definitely more tapped in with, like, how artists move and develop over time. So I feel like it's the same with Wale. Do you think Wale is moving different, like from what you've seen in his more recent interviews, like that talks with Ebro? Does it seem like he's evolved as a person, as an artist?
Yeah, I think Wale's more secure in himself as an artist, and I don't think he relies like we talked about how he's not seeking validation or approval like he may have had 10 years ago. Yeah. And I think that also played into the fact that he was a mainstream artist, and when you're a mainstream artist, of course, there's a lot of pressure and expectations for you to meet certain standards, do certain things. And if your main goal as an artist on a mainstream label is to make hits, like, you can kind of get trapped in that pocket of like, oh, I gotta find the hit, and then it stops being about just making good bodies of work, and now it's about making an album full of hits. Yeah. Whereas like now, especially like since he left MMG, and I think he's like been independent for a little bit, or he might be on a different label now. It's been more, the projects have been more introspective and more personal. It'll have some radio hits, of course, because Florin 2 had I was gonna see if you gonna lie, if you gonna love me. I was getting bras way before I got the money. Honey, poke it out with J. Cole. Like that was a dope hit on that album. So he's always bound to have one hits, but I think now, since he doesn't have the expectations of a major label, he's able to really just create bodies of work that he wants to put out. Yeah. And it's like him putting it together, him writing the songs that he wants to write about, and the concepts he wants to talk about, without an A&R or a major head, mainstream record label head trying to push you to do something you don't want to do creatively.
Yeah, it is cool. I wonder if that's why we got some more of like the kind of Afro beats.
Yeah, like the real DC shit. Yeah. Like I love that too on the album when he dives into that go-go Afro beats pocket, because he kind of got some sexy drill on there a little bit.
It make you want to move your hips a little bit.
This album is a great. This album is a bop of an album in terms of just like the vibe of it and just how it makes you want to move. Like Belly, from the start, like all them songs just really have a great vibe and swing to them that makes the party want to move. Like there's a couple songs on this album that I definitely want to throw into a set.
Come on, we waiting to hear it, baby.
And man, one of my favorite moments on this album from Wale's pen was on, let me see, was it City on Fire? Bro, City on Fire is going to be one of the ones for Wale. I'm telling you that right now. He said the opening line on this song was crazy. He said, somebody told me that we broke up, now you want a flyer.
It's crazy.
Oh, that hurt. I know that hurt. Hold on, I know that hurt.
Yeah, bro.
I know that hurt.
I was in the gym when I heard that, and I was like, I had to drop the weights. Like,
and I will say the second verse of Fly Away might be my favorite Wale verse on this album. I would say that. Let me see. Where's my motherfucking line that I saw earlier? Here it is right here. Damn, where's that line? Must shower for me. That's your job, baby. It was a line in Fly Away where he says, "You on the couch in heels, I'm watching Martin. So every time I hear what's up, I got a ha-ha." And I thought that's a great Martin line, especially from like a writing standpoint. It's like, you know, when Martin walks on the scene, he goes, "What's up?" Yeah. So every time I hear
what he says?
Huh?
Is that what he says?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Echo on your phone?
No, it's
Oh. But yeah, it's like like that's one of my favorite lines on the album. It's like, yeah, you on the couch in heels. I'm watching Martin. So every time I hear what's up, I got a ha-ha. Like, that's just another example of, like, Wale's pen. And I think this album is just a great indicator of how sharp Wale's pen's gotten, man. So I say, to me, this is going to be the album that should make everybody want to give Wale his respect, Wale his flowers. Let's see. Like, there's not a single miss, man. Like, Corner Bottles, like I Survive with Ty Dolla $ign. Amazing hook. Great take on Survivor's Guild. Ending it with Lonely, which is, like, an interesting choice with Shabuzi. But I think it kind of is a great outro for the message of the album in terms of, like, everything is a lot, and I'm still not okay. Yeah. Like, despite everything I've talked about, there's not a happy ending to this album. Like, I'm still going through it. I'm still dealing with it. Everything is still a lot.
I think that's what's also dope about it, too. It still feels, like, kind of fresh that we actively get to see him work through this experience in his life.
Yeah, and I also think Wale is more comfortable in not being this perfect, like, celebrity figure that he may have strived to be back in the day. Yeah. Back when stuff like that was actually, like, super important in terms of, like, branding and imaging. So now that we're in an era of like where it's more cool for artists to be open and vulnerable, like this is where Wale can thrive because he can actually be himself in these interviews and be how he really feels in these moments.
Yeah, that is dope to see it. Speaking of seeing Wale, that nigga be getting fits off. That
Crazy
nigga is fly
fit.
as
Hey,
fuck.
yo.
Top 5 flyest rapper.
And he's getting the AEs off. The ants.
It
The
was
ant
crazy.
mans.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I definitely take notes from Wale.
Wale definitely one of the ones when it comes to the fashion world too. Like he had a song on Florin 2 called Tiffany Nikes where he was just talking about like, yeah, I was doing all that shit first before it's popping. Because Wale one of the first blog era superstars that took off. Like he took off first. I think his album, he was the first one from the blog era to drop their debut albums. I think Attention Deficit dropped first, and then Thank Me Later came after that, right? 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wale was the first one from the blog era to get the first mainstream go. We had the song with Gaga, and Chillin' is fire. Like Chillin' is super crazy.
He
DC
had
chilling, man.
Nike boots, bro.
You feel me?
I remember hearing that in high school. He one of the ones.
He was one of the ones, man.
To go.
Wale
He's on the come up.
Wale was one of the first people that I found through Pandora and like that era of like finding your own music and like figuring it out for yourself and downloaded MP3s by myself. Like I didn't have to go to my dad and be like, yo, can you put this on my iPad? No. So it's good to see how far he's come, especially like having the major hits, having major success. And I feel like he's kind of leveled out. And like Joe said, you can't not take him more seriously than you already have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You can't go back on what he's done.
And when it comes to consistency, Wale is one of the best from his generation. Like Wale's always been around since 2008-9 when Attention Deficit came out, and a little bit before then. But Attention Deficit was like his first time in the mainstream eye, and then that did what it did. It was kind of like considered a flop during the time, so he was kind of in a weird limbo. But then he signs with MMG. Turns up with them, rejuvenates his whole career and gets a second go at it, becomes a huge mainstream star, always had a hit on every album that was just something you always heard on radio. Like, Wale's always been consistent. And when it comes to, like, we look at his generation, like, I don't think there's too many artists in his generation that have been consistent with him and also high quality.
You know they've been calling him like the Carmelo Anthony of his class.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Like, 'cause Melo got buckets.
Hey, he might be.
Puts up numbers, got Olympic gold, but he never won a championship though.
He might be Kawhi though, because he got one.
He got
got
Boardman
no
gets
hands.
paid. Boardman gets paid.
Yeah. He might be Kawhi
I'll
because he's
'Cause
always
I
out
like
of the
that
way.
one. Now-
Don't want to.
And he's very quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not really into the spotlight, not
Yeah.
really into all the attention and whatnot that comes with being this figure in your sport or in your field.
Because Carmelo, he was always flashy. Like he always got his shit off and like.
he was
Fuck no,
definitely
get out of, you know what I'm saying?
a walking.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's
25.
always in niggas' faces.
Wearing Stop Snitching shirts in Baltimore. Hey, man, this shit was fire. That shit was gas.
Could have held us back. Yo. For a second there. Oh my god.
He said
All
that.
right.
He said that held us back.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, because I would say I think Kawhi Leonard is a great comparison for Wale in terms of just like their styles of his style of play. Wale as an artist, like very quiet people, but when it's time to do what they're known for, they getting buckets, they getting hits, they putting up numbers.
Boardman get paid.
It's just that simple. Message. So this is a phenomenal Wale album, and I think when it's all said and done, this might be my favorite Wale album. I still have Florin 2 above it, and of course, the album About Nothing. But I think this could definitely be a top 3 Wale album, and it might be his best project to date, which it kind of speaks more to Wale's greatness. Like he's dropping his best album, his 8th album in.
What is your favorite Wale album?
Florin 2.
Florin 2?
Yeah, which came out in 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
That's
so
the one that had Poke It Out.
more recent.
Yeah. Yeah, but before that, it was the album About Nothing. And, like, Wale's always been somebody I just keep an eye out for and check because he's always around. It seems like he's always had a hit on the radio that we play, and it's always pretty cool. It's always a catchy song that I like. But, like I said, with this album, when you hear those singles on the album and then the sequencing of the project, they hit so much better.
Yeah.
Like, Blanco is an amazing sequence song, especially, like, coming from Where to Start. Like, yeah, man, Wale really did his thing. Like, I don't think there's too many songs on this album that I'm thinking, we could have did without that one. But, yeah, everything on this album is well written. It's a great album conceptually. Wale hit the mark every angle, every emotion that he wanted to tackle. Like, Wale's really one of the ones, and I hope this is the album that finally makes people realize that. And a cool thing about this, of course, Wale dropped the album. He's been on the press run, and he pulled up on Ebro. and Hot 97.
Yes, sir.
And had to really just check Ebro just for a hot second.
Check
just,
the temperature.
You know what I'm saying? Just see, like, do you still feel the way about this take that you said some years ago? So
Was it warm outside?
you know what I'm saying? I know global warming now, but are you heating up? Yeah. So here's a video of him talking to Ebro about like how he pressed certain artists a couple years ago when they were on their come up, and how he feels about those takes now.
I gotta say something, man. And by the way,
Then you got into what? Yachty, right? Or Uzi, one of them?
Uzi.
Nah,
Yeah.
Oh, you said Uzi wasn't gonna be something?
Nah, Uzi didn't want to rhyme over a certain beat. And
No,
then
no,
he
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna be
no,
a
no,
rock
no,
star,
no,
and I
no,
said
no,
the
no,
people
no. This
was
ain't a
going to
Mandela
decide.
effect thing. No,
The rock star thing.
This ain't
It's
a
the rock
Mandela.
star
Yeah,
thing.
he ain't gonna be like he ain't gonna blow up or something like that.
No,
No, I
you
didn't say
said
that.
rock star.
Oh,
He said he was gonna be a rock star, and I said, well, we gonna decide that.
he is.
I mean, he still ain't sold out no stadium.
I mean, rock stars don't need to sell out a stadium.
They do.
What about
Then you
his
ain't a
radio?
star?
No, rock star is a rock star.
Says who?
The culture.
Nah,
Yeah.
no.
Don't he got
I
like two
disagree.
diamond? Don't he got like 2 diamond singles?
Okay, 2 singles. Where them albums?
I'm
What
just
we doing
saying
with
2
these
diamond
albums?
singles, bro. That's
Y'all
a
be
rock-
lowering the
and then-
bar.
and no,
Y'all
and
be
then-
lowering
and
the
then-
bar.
And then also is his influence too. That makes you a rock star, and his influence is,
Okay.
is undeniable.
So he's a rock star.
There you go.
So listen, with that measurement,
move on.
don't mean bad when we lower the bar and people don't give shit its
we're not
proper
talking-
due
what we
because
talking
we
about,
lowering
bro,
bars
we
out
We
here.
ain't talking about the best lyricist. We ain't talking about that. He's his in his genre. He's a rock star.
What genre is that?
It's like a subgenre of hip hop, but like it's still evolving. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But you
We
know
gotta
the
stop
genre.
playing dumb.
Whatever it say, right in the little circle in Apple, similar to
No,
they
it
all
says hip
similar
hop
to
rap.
so-
It says hip hop rap.
But
That's what it
all the
says.
people that they say compare whatever the thing is, that's the genre.
All right. So he's a
the
rock
big
star.
dog
So
SoundCloud
listen,
guys that evolve.
I stand corrected. Clip this for the internet. Uzi Vert is a rock star.
You don't mean
How long
it,
before
Ebro.
that? There you go.
It took 10
You
years.
don't mean it.
It took Wale having to do the
You
job.
don't mean it.
Look at
Never fails.
Why don't I mean it?
another fit he got
Just
off
don't.
too.
I mean,
Listen, I'm an old head. Rock stars are like Jimi Hendrix and Bon Jovi and shit. You know what I'm saying? They got hits consistently.
Man, if
they
those-
selling tickets.
If those guys had to come out in this era when there's a million songs a day coming
Oh,
out.
woe is me. There's too
Nah,
many
man, you ain't gonna-
artists. There's
bruh,
too many
bruh.
streams. It's
wouldn't
too
have heard,
hard.
We would have never heard
Fam,
Eleanor
listen.
Rigby if like there was a gazillion
Oh,
bands
woe is
out.
me.
You got-
If you put certain shit next to your name, and you want that moniker, in my opinion, if you want to be a pop star, rock star, you want to be compared to MJ, you want to do all this shit, everybody want to put their chest
Nobody
out.
said MJ,
When
nigga.
motherfuckers critique you for falling short, don't tighten up.
Are you recanting your initial statement that we just used for the clip?
Yeah,
It seems like
he
you're taking
did.
it back.
Feels like a full recant
Now,
to me.
it seems like you take it back. And
This
now,
is the real
I
him.
stand corrected.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Uzi
what,
Vert is a rock star.
No.
New yada yada.
You know? All right, so I will say I'm glad Ebro, begrudgingly admitted Uzi is a rock star. I do think that stubbornness is a reason why shit do get that stubbornness is a reason why shit do be getting halted sometimes. Like growth gets stunted a little bit because when it comes to shit like music, it's okay to say, "Hey, I was wrong in that moment," or like that was a bad take. 5-10 years later, yeah, I stand corrected. He proved me wrong, or whatever. I think we need that accountability and just that room to grow as just media people. That way, shit can evolve. Like, because if we're constantly just being the old guys waving at the cloud, and you're not gonna change from that standpoint because you're the old guy waving at the clouds and that's your role, it's like, well, then you're kind of just in the way at this point.
yeah, I think there is, valid perspective that Ebro has and offers to the culture. I think no one is above the culture and what is being made. So it's like you gotta, even if you don't understand it, you gotta be able to look at that and be like, yo, he's doing some dope shit.
Yeah, even if I don't connect with it or it's not for people like me or I'm not into it, like I can see that there's something genuine and organic here happening, and it could be the new wave. It could be the next wave that maybe I'm not on the wave, but I see it happening.
Yeah, and I definitely I remember watching that interview and it changed kind of my perspective on Ebro.
And he kind of, and I do think it is important for people like Ebro to be in the hip hop media space because he is a good gatekeeper and he does hold people accountable for the quality of music they put out. And he's the old head guy, and obviously he's not gonna like a lot of the shit that the new kids probably listen to. But it's like that's okay. But you don't have to just like shit on it like the way he was doing during that era.
Yeah,
And kind of making these these dudes look bad.
Oh yeah, it was like the prime era too.
Yeah, like
And-
they were just blowing up.
Yeah, and that was becoming the new trend and the new wave of shit. I do admire like his standards, but that's like the NBA, the old NBA versus the new NBA type shit. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have that argument because like we'll never know. I think the best thing to do is like if we are gonna have like the right gatekeepers, we all gotta understand how shit is evolving and changing.
Yeah,
It is changing a lot. Like there's AI artists now. Like there is
Man.
a lot that
Unfortunately.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's
is happening.
Timberland.
I'm looking at you. But yeah, and I think if you're gonna be a gatekeeper, it's important to protect this culture, protect those who come into it, and make sure those you do let into it do have pure intentions. But at the same time, it's important for you to also allow the genre and the culture to grow, even if it's past your old views or like the culture.
Your
and
taste.
and taste, because everything grows. Like NBA versus old NBA. The game has evolved.
Well, I think
and much like hip hop, it's evolved.
the culture is gonna grow regardless.
Exactly.
Like, so there's nothing you can do to stop it, and you can have your opinions, and you can maintain a certain standard, but there do gotta be certain nuances, or else you are gonna get lost in the past with shit. Which I feel like Ebro does a good job of staying tapped in with what's happening right now. Like he's not so out of touch to where it's like
You just taking up space.
yeah, or else he wouldn't be able to like hold that position.
Yeah, still be there.
Yeah.
Still be a figure. Like despite like how people may feel about Ebro, like his takes still go viral. Like his opinion still matters. People still go crazy and up in arms when he says wild shit like this clip. People, of course, this clip started a whole discourse, of course, naturally, because it's Ebro. And when Ebro gets these kind of takes off, like everybody gets enraged because his opinion and his takes do matter.
Yeah.
And I think if you're gonna be a gatekeeper and there's like a new wave forming, and you tastemaker,
Yeah.
and you're not as in tune or you don't quite understand like why it's becoming such a phenomenon that's becoming, but the younger people below you are like in love with what's happening, then as a tastemaker, it's like up to you to like, maybe you don't have to understand it, but you also can help shift it in the right direction and make sure those that are leading that movement go in the right direction and have the proper resources to really take what they're doing to the next level, as opposed to being like, I don't get it, so I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah. Do you feel like Joe Budden does a good job of doing that?
To an extent. Now, like back when Joe Budden was actually tapped in with the music discourse.
He was the Ebro.
Yeah, he was a very just like, what kind of contract do you have, Yachty? What? Do you get your money or not?
The everyday struggle, Joe Budden, I feel like was more like in your face about telling you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
Telling you you're in a shitty contract, telling you you're stupid because you don't know what kind of contract you signed. Like Joe, I think Joe cared, but Joe just had a very brash way of approaching it. Like, and honestly, this is the crazy part, right? If Ebro would have approached the SoundCloud era rappers during that time a lot different, like they could have elevated Ebro's career to like extreme heights. That's the thing. Like if Ebro would have been able to approach it in a way of like, I don't understand the appeal of y'all music to the degree these young fans of yours are, but I see you have something going and I want to assist you and help you in elevating that movement however I can, because I'm Ebro. I work at Hot 97. I'm a huge figure in hip hop. And if he would have did that instead of doing what he did and what kind of making him look bad, like his story could be different, because he would have been like, yeah, he was one of the people that helped elevate him.
Yeah.
He could have been part of Uzi's story in a positive way. He could have been part of Yachty's story in a positive way, Cardi's story in a positive way, Kodak Black. But since he took the old man approach, now it's like you have those moments, but they're kind of like, you could have handled that better situations, or you could approach that better.
I'm curious to see how these stars will age and how they will embrace the next generation, because, like you said, like they could have been a positive, reinforcement to push their trajectory, but almost like it worked the opposite way, where they weren't the most positive, reflection of that, but it pushed them to do things more. It pushed them to go farther and prove these people wrong, and then they can come back and tell the story of, well, you were wrong, and this is why you're wrong.
Yeah.
This is how it happened.
Yeah,
So,
and I do have a theory. I have a theory that New York radio in the 2010s really hurt hip-hop media, because, at the time there wasn't a lot of media platforms, but podcasts are starting to come up a little bit, but we we weren't really fully branched out into the podcast streamer landscape that we're in now. So in the 2010s, it was like
It was just two.
You just hit the radio stations.
Yeah.
And in New York, you got to go to Hot 97. You got to go to Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
But those became two insanely hot spots that artists and people didn't like going to because they'll ask you off the wall shit that you may not want to answer, you may not feel comfortable answering, or they'll put you in a situation where you look bad.
Yeah.
And once streaming blew up, that became an avenue and a medium for hip hop artists to like go to instead. Like I don't need to go to talk to Ebro or Charlamagne because I don't want to.
I don't want to be challenged.
I don't want to be challenged. I don't want to be pressed about something, or I don't want to look foolish. I don't want to get made to look foolish in front of people.
Yeah,
so now I can go sit down with Kyle Sanat or all these other streamers, have fun, bullshit, shoot the shits, and get the looks too.
Well, shit, even during the, 2010, it was, No Jumper and, Adam 22
yeah.
starting to do, those interviews I think was pretty cool. It would be artists that we probably heard on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And then he's giving them a legitimate interview.
Yeah.
And that shit was big for No Jumper. It kind of sucks how it kind of ended. It's
It
playing
morphed
out
into
now.
everything
what it
else.
evolved to, but at the time, it was real dope to see shit
But
like
see,
that.
since they were on that wave early on and they were interviewing the SoundCloud rappers that weren't making it to mainstream radio stations to do interviews, they became part of that wave. They became part of that movement. And now No Jumper is what it is today because they were on that movement.
And the
Yeah.
beginning of No Jumper, like Alex said, is looked at fondly. We remember the X interview. We remember
real
even
gold
the
mine.
wild shit. Even in the Boot Gang interview. Granted, it was kind of exploitive to have that person on camera like that, but
Yeah.
it's still a bookmark in time before it got too crazy.
Yeah.
He had a Boley James interview
Yeah.
before B-Dot.
Man, hey,
You know
let's
what I'm saying? That's a big deal.
he had a Cool Kids interview. He had one of Larry June's first interviews, back when Larry June was just coming up in 2017. So Adam was super tapped in, and No Jumper in that whole platform was super tapped into the up and coming wave of artists that became superstars of today. But him, like I said, if Ebro would have took a different approach where he could have helped these artists instead of trying to belittle them or make them look foolish on on his platform, their stories are different. His story is different. His legacy is different.
Mm-hmm.
But since he did the old man approach, now we speak about it in this way, as opposed now when we talk about with No Jumper and what they did for that movement, it's we talk about it highly because they were a part of that. Mm-hmm. They had a hand in that movement. So it just kind of puts things in perspective for you in terms how to approach shit if you're going to be a tastemaker in hip hop
Yeah.
or in music in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think hip hop for a while, people could kind of just strong arm you into some shit.
Some bullshit.
Music industry in general, man.
And it's also kind of an older mentality we speak of with our parents, how they were less inclined to emotion and it was just do the work.
Yeah,
Get
go to
over
work.
it,
Yeah,
you know?
like Ebro was talking to Wale about that.
Yeah.
It's oh, you complain about too many artists, too many streams, there's too many options, boo-hoo. Woe is me.
I mean,
But it's
it does play
Yeah.
a part. It does affect you greatly.
What'd you say before the pod, Alex? Context?
Yeah, context is everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact bar, but
Context is king.
you always have to see context when you see a little clip or a tidbit on the internet. That's what everything, because it is so much bullshit out there, clickbait, brain rot. You gotta know what you're knowing, and you can't just run around off the strength of a clip and be
This is what it is.
This is fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the knowledge.
Since we watched that whole clip, we got to see Ebro have that moment okay, you're right. I was wrong. Uzi's a rock star.
But they tried to-
That wasn't even yeah, I don't think it was genuine either.
And that's
because it was.
I'm trying to
just-
give him an out here.
He tried
It
to
ain't really not.
yeah.
No, it ain't really no out. I think it's just a lot of resistance there with them, and yeah,
It would have to be something he started, and it had to be between those two people.
Yeah,
I was wrong. You've done your thing. You've had mega hits. You're still a rock star. You're still,
you still, and honestly, saying somebody with 2 diamond records isn't a rock star is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Because 2 diamond records, 2 of them things,
Yeah.
that's not an easy feat. You don't just get a diamond record just off just.
They don't just give
it's
those.
different standards of measure too. So that's where a lot of arguments be happening.
Yeah.
The NBA in the '60s is different than now.
Yeah.
Some rules have changed.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
They
a
added
three-point line.
line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
shit like
Exactly.
that. And it's just that happens, and I think, there should be like some sort of gatekeeping coalition.
Yeah.
Where we define the rules and shit, and like
the whole reason we had the whole Billboard hip hop conversation is because they changed the rules. They literally changed the rules.
Some fucking bullshit.
So, but yeah, let's talk about what Wale said about. We changed the camera, Andre?
Yeah, I got it.
About just Billboard stats and joke, because we have a Denzel Curry article, right?
The tweets.
The tweets, yeah.
The tweets.
Yeah,
You want to put that up?
Yeah, because it kind of talks about what Wale was talking about.
Okay.
So Denzel Curry made some headlines earlier this week because he made some Instagram stories about just the current state of hip hop and hip hop in the mainstream level.
Let's see what my boy talking
See what
about.
we talking about.
Oh, I can't read that shit.
It's a little low. None of this music shit is interesting anymore. Commercial rap is dead, and I'm here for it. Shit was trash from the jump. Fuck how you could dress. Bitch sound good too. Some of y'all more ass. Some of y'all sound like ass than what you're trying to imitate. I may sound like a hater, but shit, you need a hater to tell the truth. We don't need another big three. Fuck that. OG's got no respect for the younger generation. New generation don't care about the craft. There's a space where they can learn from each other.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm with that. That's the gatekeeper coalition.
Yeah.
Put that nigga on the panel. He should be one of the ones speaking for the in-betweens. He gets it.
Yeah.
Who else should be on the coalition?
Let's see. Should we does Hove make the coalition?
No.
No.
Hove can't be a part of that shit.
Hove's out the
He's
question.
too rich now.
You're right. It's got to be somebody. JID.
JID would be cool. Who else? Fucking Ty Faison. Put Ty on there.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Joe Budden.
Yeah.
We got to have. You don't think so?
I mean, if we want to put Joe Budden, I fuck with Joe Budden's taste. I just don't know how in tune and how tapped in Joe Budden is these days with like new
Put
hip-hop.
Parks in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout
man.
out Parks.
Not Joe Budden.
We'll put Parks in there. Parks is definitely tapped in.
I'm trying to think who else. We missing some like West Coast. And
We got to get an
Southern.
OG.
Big boy.
Ooh, Jay Worthy.
Jay Worthy.
With
Worthy
Jason
would be
Martin
nice.
and Jay Worthy. Put him in there.
Yeah,
Big boy?
100%.
Yeah,
Nah.
fuck.
No.
Are you talking about
The radio,
ATL?
the radio personality.
Nah.
Let's see.
Well,
No.
No.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
You heard him?
All right.
You
heard
think,
him?
you think Big Boy Joe?
Nah, I would put Big Boy in there. He's pretty much tapped out right at this point.
It would have to be like
Pusha T. I put Pusha T in there.
Pusha
Yeah.
T.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's like the far extreme.
But I bet Pusha T feel like Ebro about certain shit.
I think Pusha T will also give props and credit when it's due.
I never lie.
Lines for bitches.
I
Lines for
love
bitches.
that shit.
I think if you lying, you're scared of something. That means you a bitch.
Message.
But on top of what Denzel Curry said, and then Wale talking to Ebro about how like it's a lot tougher for artists to break through, and that's why hip hop's in a weird space and struggling on the Billboard charts. What do y'all think about that? This current statement of Wale, and then Denzel Curry's thoughts on the mainstream level.
I definitely we are in a transition of hip hop. Like a lot of shit is dissolving because we did have a crazy run from like the SoundCloud era and the streaming era, and
When SoundCloud
we
went
watched-
commercial, like that shit really, really got popular.
Yeah, we watched traditional hip hop like kind of take a backseat for a long ass time.
Long time.
And now that the curtain is getting pulled and people are niggas been ODing and niggas don't care about putting out good shit.
Putting out bloated albums,
Niggas just
unfocused
slobbering over the
projects.
track and shit, like drooling, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It's
And
spooky out here.
It is kind of spooky, but I do see a lot of hope in the direction that hip hop is headed. I do believe like this is just one of those purging eras,
We're clean. We're filtering out the bullshit.
Yeah,
Getting back to the core essence of things.
and people are starting to have those conversations again, and that's important to have a conversation of like, well, how do we define this?
How do we pivot and how do we maneuver in this
Yeah.
new era and age? And really, only reason the whole Billboard discussion happens because they changed the rules. And the next week, Meg Thee Stallion was in the top 40 with her new song. So like, it got squashed immediately. Like, but it's just one of the things that people are in a space where they're kind of trying to paint hip hop as this replaceable genre of music because it's like on the downside, quote unquote. But like we talked about in the last few episodes, like hip hop was never a corporation thing. That was started by businesses. It was started by people that were real people in the streets and in the communities trying to find a voice for their people and for the community and for themselves. Yeah. And so it's like, even if it's not being successful on Billboard, that doesn't mean hip hop's not going to be successful as a genre.
I think it won't die because there's too many people that like care about it. And I don't think the conversation is like if hip hop is dying or not. It's just a matter of like,
Andre,
you know, it's just a matter of how we protect it.
Yeah.
How do we continue to honor the past and the new and the now?
And this is where the tastemakers come in.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are supposed to help protect the culture and help elevate in the process by letting people that they know have good intentions and are actually passionate about this genre of music and what they want to do with it and what they want to, the impact they want to make in the genre.
Yeah, and that's why it's cool to see people like Jason Martin or like Jay Worthy that is out doing real work like in their network of people and artists.
And really connected people. Because I think it was, I think Larry June or Alchemist said the one that connected them two together and put Alchemist on the Larry June's music was Jay Worthy.
Oh, word?
Yeah. And then,
like, shout out Earl Sweatshirt, too. I heard he be running the plays and connecting folks as well.
Yeah, like Earl connected a lot of people, I think, during that era. Actually, Chuck English be doing that, too. Yeah. Like, Chuck English is known for that. Like, I just seen a post about Al talking about how his resurgence as a producer started and how he got tapped in with all these up-and-coming artists during the blog era was because they said it was him, Chuck English, and Action Bronson. They threw, like, a barbecue one day, and they said the barbecue just lasted for, like, a month. And so, like, it was just them three in the house cooking up, making music. They'd invite people over, like Earl would pull up, Vince Staples, a young Vince Staples, like all those artists from that era of the blog era would just pull up, hang out, and they would just all cook food together and make music. Man. And that's how pretty much Alchemist's run that he's having today started.
Hey, which them niggas got snubbed. Larry June and
2 Chainz,
Alchemist, they should have been up there for the hip hop album of the year.
I would have liked to see that get nominated.
Yeah,
that'd have been great.
I mean, me personally, I wanted Alchemist should have a Grammy for something. Like, he really been on a crazy run, and I don't think we talk about that.
Would you give him one if it had to be for Alfredo too?
I mean, if that's how he got to get it, yeah, fuck it.
Run it up!
But also, not really, because I think there's, like, other albums that he's put out in the past, for, I don't know, fucking 3 years. That
5 years. 5 years. He dropped Price of Tea in China in 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Of that caliber, he really been on a crazy run.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's one of our legends right there.
So it's good to know he's still going at a high level. I love that. And so when it comes to the big three conversation that Wale said, or Denzel Curry said, I do agree that there's not really a need for a big three anymore.
Needs to be a Justice League, man.
You know, a Justice League. A Justice, that's what I'm talking about, man. A Justice League type situation. So because I think that's better for the ecosystem. Yeah, I think it's better when you have a tier of superstars or artists, a fleet, a fleet of superstars in hip hop that can make noise every time they drop, do good numbers that put the genre in a good space economy wise, and just make the genre look good in terms of representation on a mainstream level. Because when you put it as a big three, you're really putting a lot of pressure on 3 artists in the genre to like really carry the whole thing. And so like when somebody like Drake and J. Cole aren't dropping or Kendrick ain't dropping, then it's like it makes us look at certain artists that are outside weird and different, because it's like, all right, since the big three's not outside, hip-hop's struggling because these artists that are outside right now ain't selling records like that.
I think that's just a limited perspective, though. I don't think that's just like a topic of conversation is like, oh, this is the big three, the most commonly. But at the end of the day, like, a ton of niggas is putting out music that is great and fire, and like, I don't know. People need to have that conversation. Tell me some shit that you like, you know?
Yeah, it's like, tell me what you into. Like, what actually like drives you to be a fan of hip hop?
And I think that it gets to a point to where those conversations or certain like media outlets or the internet is the driving force of like telling you what's cool and what's not, and that's where you lose like certain autonomy. And that's where shit get missed. Like, you don't know how to appreciate something if your standards is already given to you.
Yeah, by somebody else. Yeah, and their standards.
Like, you of course you're gonna reject this new shit.
It's like you kind of, it's like for
You
those
setting your ways.
for those fans, they need a big three or they need somebody to be like the top guy so they know who to listen to or who to fall in line behind or whatever.
It's like casual sports fans, man. You need a Mahomes. You need what I'm saying.
You need
But,
you need
like,
a LeBron James to keep a casual a listener around. So you need somebody like Drake. So when Drake's struggling or hip hop struggling, people were blaming Kendrick because of GNX. Like, oh, the whole battle ruined Drake's image. So like now hip hop's in a bad space because it's not doing numbers like it used to when Drake was on top.
The NBA trash now.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the NBA. Hip hop has gone through a lot of different phases and eras. Like, not everybody's on top forever. Hov wasn't on top forever. 50 Cent wasn't on top forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snoop Dogg, as famous as he is, hasn't been a huge hip hop superstar in terms of like mainstream impact in years.
Yeah.
He's a legacy act now. And he can do big things as a legacy act, but he's not dropping new albums or going #1 and having #1 singles anymore. His time's over.
You know who doing shit like that though? The Clips.
You
Pusha T,
you
like,
gotta do that. Hit the bomb, Andre.
People
hold on.
like, and that's an example of like it don't matter. It don't matter. Like, age don't matter. You just gotta care about the shit. And I believe that there are people that stay creative their whole lives. You just gotta keep a beat on what's real and what's what inspires you.
What
And in context, in proper context.
Yeah.
I encourage you always to find all of the details you can about something. Be knowledgeable about something before you speak it as fact. That's a issue with shit that we deal with in general in this era. And like I'm seeing in younger generations is like people just be saying shit because somebody else said some shit and then take it as fact.
Look at the president, bro.
Yeah, our fucking president be wilding.
Just be saying lies, straight up lies. Like it's obviously a lie, but no one questions anything because they just believe everything somebody tells them. So like
that's the problem, right?
And that's the horrible way to actually just live your life because like you don't know what you're interested in because all your interests are based off somebody else's interests,
Man.
and what they're into. So like,
I think Tyler said some shit about that too. Creator.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. Get the context. Do the knowledge. Do the work.
Do the knowledge.
Do the knowledge, man.
Yeah, because hip hop's a beautiful thing, and it's not fair to have the genre be held up by 3 random artists that we decided to like. Since they're the most successful, those are the ones carrying the genre. Like the big 3 thing didn't start until like 2 years ago. So like it was.
I think as soon as that dumbass fucking meme came out, where the
first
heart,
person
body,
shooter?
the soul, or whatever.
The heart body 2015.
The
I
heart,
remember that.
body, the mind.
Yeah, and then they try to slide logic in there sometimes, like the spirit or some shit.
The
Like,
spirit.
like-
Nobody. Bro, hold on. Did you? Speaking of logic, did you see?
speaking of,
Did you see what he just got tatted?
no.
All right.
Pull up the logic
I
tab.
got you, bro. Hold on.
All right.
Sebastian ain't here.
That's
Did
right.
you see him? He was falling asleep over here.
You're not gonna say that to the mic.
Hey, leave my boy alone.
Yeah,
This is his flu game right
He
now.
having a real flu game.
Nah, he's definitely having. He's fighting it though.
Yeah,
He's fighting it.
He's fighting the good fight.
Here, hold on.
And so we looking up. What are we about to look up? Logic's new tattoo.
Yes.
It's always kind of crazy when somebody you hear that new thing Logic did. It's like I know about it be some crazy shit.
Hold on.
For me, this tattoo is bigger than just like, oh, I like Wiz Khalifa. This is like a thank you, showing reverence, respect, and love.
Hey,
to the
yo.
man who changed my perception of what is possible. And he got that big dick.
Yeah. He said,
All right, he got wizard proof. It's cool.
That's cool.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck. But you don't like that, Andre?
You know when somebody do something that you really don't fuck with, and you're like, thanks. It's like I did not imagine this would come from you. Like,
You felt like Wiz.
that's how
he
that's
was
how
like, really? He was like,
looking,
really, you, bro? Like,
thank you.
and it's kind of random. Like, did you just go on a Wiz Khalifa kick like out of nowhere and like Taylor Gang? Like, Taylor.
If it's genuine, it's cool. If
Yeah.
it's some weird underlying shit, then
It's. I mean, I'm sure Wiz has probably seen numerous Taylor Gang tattoos.
but let that nigga live. Like, and this is why, like, you know, if they was in a top 5 debate, there's no way he could have did that. That would have ended the debate right there.
Right.
You got a tattoo of your favorite artist.
Hey, yo, that would have been like if Cole got like a tip and butterfly tattoo during the beef. Like, hey, man, like,
It's like, bro, I got this for you. What?
I don't fuck with you right now, but I love this album.
Did
It means
you
a
get
lot
it for yourself?
It means a lot to me. But Yeah, I think it's kind of similar. I think Wiz's reaction is a lot similar to Pete Davidson's when he showed Big Sean the tattoo that he inspired him to get, and it was literally just a tattoo Pete Davidson got that just said Swerve. And he showed Big Sean. He's like, "Yeah, man, me and my friend got this tattoo because of you, like Swerve." And Big Sean was like, "Cool." Like, what do you say to that? What do you say to somebody getting the word Swerve tattooed on them because of your song?
My nigga said cool.
I would definitely be like, dope. Appreciate your dedication, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Like,
hey, speaking of Big Sean, I wanted to bring this up a little bit when we was discussing Wale. So I feel like they're kind of similar in a sense.
In what regards?
Hold on, ISO.
Oh no.
He said the lights are bright. Turn the lights out.
Yeah. No, those lights are too bright.
I feel like both of them have a rap of kind of being like whiny, quote unquote. And I love how Wale, just powered through that shit.
Yeah.
And not to say Big Sean
because Big Sean definitely,
but all in all, I feel like Wale's shit panned out a bit better.
Yeah, and
because he had that consistency throughout his career, where I feel like Big Sean, things were kind of up and down and staggered. Like he had a great start, and he shot up to success.
It paid off. Like the hard work for Wale paid off, and I think. Because I don't think Big Sean's been on tour in years. I don't think Big Sean's been on tour since like 2018, 2019.
I saw him in concert. He's pretty good.
When did you see him in concert?
I saw it for Dark Sky
Paradise.
Dark Sky Paradise.
I was at that one too. That was a great show.
word.
We were there, right?
Did we go see
I
Big
think
Sean?
I think you was with me when we went to go see that 2015.
We hung out without even knowing it.
Yeah, we were all in the same space.
I was in high school.
Nobody
Who opened up?
Nobody.
No opener?
Nah, it was supposed to be Casey Veggies.
We just sat and wait for that nigga.
We dead ass.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
He started crying during One Man Can Save the World. or
I
Change
cried
the World.
too if I made that song. That's a powerful song. Like I love that song.
Man, my boy has some moments. But he's living good. Like
My thing is, I think you hit the nail on the head in terms of like Big Sean shot up super quick. What came to my mind is I feel like Wale spoke to a certain type of person throughout his whole career or his whole like discography, and Big Sean never really like settled on that.
Big Sean was always kind of rapping from like a larger than life perspective.
And
I don't believe that to be true though. Like about Big Sean, I definitely feel like
who's his audience?
I mean,
hype beasts.
That is part of it. I can't describe his demographic.
Okay.
But what I hear in Big Sean's music, it has more depth than just him just bragging about shit.
It does.
Like, I think definitely the earlier albums, like when you young and you just got signed by good music, fuck you gonna rap about?
Yeah.
Money, clothes, hoes.
Look, at least for a little bit.
But that style, when he came out, it was this shit tight, right? But once those people who are like this shit tight move on, that shit ain't tight no more.
Well, I mean, that's where you gotta pivot and offer more substance in music, which he did. I think he has
grew
definitely.
with his music.
He definitely
Big Sean
has.
grew with his music. I think
He definitely has, and I will give him that credit as in his growth as an artist.
Would
and
you
I think
say Wale grew more than him?
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think
why he's still around.
I will say this about Wale in the Big Sean comparison. Wale to me has been a way more consistent writer and rapper in his career than Big Sean has, and I think that is what holds Big Sean back. There's too many bars in Big Sean's career that we can just laugh at by how silly they are or how just bad they are. And that in all fairness to the time he came up in punchline rap, you're
But
bound
that
to,
was lit.
I
That's
think-
what I'm saying.
well,
those songs were lit.
I think it's just victim of like circumstance and just how things play out. Like, cause there's other elements to the music shit that has less to do about what they rapping about or the songs. It's just how niggas is perceived.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like in the meme era, like that hurt them niggas in a
tremendously.
way. Yeah.
And they were having moments in real time during that era that added more fuel to the fire.
Yeah, and good or bad. But I think both. I will say this because this kind of seems like I'm talking bad about Big Sean, and I wish I had a clear definition of the comparison. But both of them like are doing good, so to speak.
Yeah.
As far as like where they at and what we see of their personal lives, maybe you know, Wale is like coming out of his breakup and his heartbreak.
Yeah.
His
But
shell.
The moment with Casanat, I
Yeah.
thought that was dope. Like how he handled that.
Yeah.
Like it was a good way to. How you gonna respond to Gen Z?
Yeah.
You
He
know?
could have been some. He could have been on some Ebro
I think
shit.
it- I think if
coulda-
it was-
it could have been so bad.
Yeah.
And the
but
fact
he just
that
finessed it a little.
and the
you know?
fact that he pressed Ebro on behalf of Uzi in that situation and how that played out. He
That's
was
dope.
like,
That's a banger.
yeah, and he's like, yo, bro, like we 10 years removed from that moment. Like you see what Uzi done since that moment. Like, yeah, he a rock star. Like he
Yeah.
he was defending Uzi in front of Ebro.
That's fire.
Said two diamond records.
2 Diamond Records ain't a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's fire.
and so I think Wale 10 years ago would have handled that Kai Cenat moment differently
Yeah.
than Wale of today. And I think Wale of today kind of comes back to him being more just comfortable with himself and not seeking outside validation from people anymore to the extent he used to when he was like on a mainstream hip hop artist level. Like
He's
now he's
seasoned.
moving out of pure artistry, it seems like.
He's seasoned.
Yeah, he's a seasoned vet. He knows how to move, and he's just been very consistent. He's always been outside, and when he's been on tour numerous times, he packs it out every time. I think he said he sold out the Wizards Arena at the last hometown show he did.
Dope.
Like
That's
he
dope as fuck.
Wale is like that. Like
He
Wale
been stepping
moves.
around.
Yeah,
He been moving around for sure.
and doing it consistently for, like I said, this is his eighth album. He's been rapping. His debut album came out like 2008, 9. So here we are in 2025 talking about this is the best Wale album possibly of his career. So I love that, and I love the consistency of Wale, and I'm glad it's finally starting to pay off for him in terms like people coming around and really just recognizing his talent and not letting the jokes or the memes of his earlier days in his career like cloud that.
Yeah, man. What's some other records y'all been listening to? Some other projects?
That Mexidro.
Yeah.
How you pronounce it?
Mexico Dro.
Mexico Dro. I never want to say like Mexico Dro. Okay, so there is an X in that motherfucker. Mexico Dro. Yeah, Mexico Dro, man.
With a K.
Mexitron.
Mexico Dro, man. Still going. The EP, the debut project from Mexico Dro. Mexico Dro. I never want to say Mexico. It doesn't sound like it's the right thing to say, man.
Sav says that sounds like an energy company.
Mexico Dro.
Oil company. Like some gas.
It sound like gas.
Ooh,
but different
it sound like gas.
sound like gas.
Ooh,
Sound like some gas.
I like that.
Mexico Dro, man, debut EP. He's been going viral for the last couple months because his music is just so uplifting and straight to the fucking point.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is, and for those who don't know, Mexico Dro has a history already in music. During the SoundCloud era, he was the producer for Plug, like that was Mexico Dro. He did From Florida with Love by Drake.
Yeah.
He did Plug by Rich the Kid, Playboy Cardi, and Kodak Black. So he was already making his name in the SoundCloud scene as a producer, but he went through a lot of turbulence, ups and downs during that time. In the peak of his career, he fell out with Cardi a couple times. He fell out with some other artists. And so he was wilding, ended up in jail a couple times. And I think after he just got out of jail the most recent time, that's when he decided to like take that turn and turn his life around, give his life to God, which he talked about, become a pescatarian. That's why he's losing weight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like working on his car, it makes him happy.
Getting a Chevy like his uncle Sam. Like it's just really good, like Still I Rise ass music. Like I really like the message of it. It's very straight to the point. Each song is like 2 minutes. It's like one verse, one hook, and the hook is really just the word at the end of the song.
Yeah.
Like every song title is just the word of the last word he says in the songs. Like
What's some of your favorites off there?
my favorites right now, I love Marta and Wish. The production on this shit is insane. And the fact that I don't think Mexico Dro produced any of it. This is all outsourced produced production, which is like really cool because he kind of crafted it without being hands-on the production. But I like Mexico Dro's sound, so I was kind of surprised I didn't hear him have any production on his own project. But Twice is that motherfucking shit, bro. Like I love that record. Twice is so fire. Like he was, I fucked up once. Mexico Dro won't do it twice.
Hell no.
And then that was the end of the song.
That's it, nigga.
Doing Right, No Date was the one that went viral the first time that got everybody popping.
Is Clear Coat on there?
Clear Coat on that
shit
one.
Cold.
Stuck is fire. Like
That's that lock in music.
get your life together.
Yeah, this that go to bed. You know you got shit to do in the morning.
Wake up early and say your prayers.
Hey, brush them teeth. Drink a cup of water. Come on, let's get it going.
Stop selling them pills.
Just cut it out.
We're not making a meal off that.
We don't need it.
I'm gonna work on my new Chevy today though.
I get joy from it.
You know,
It's peace.
It's peace, man. It's like, and I love it too because it really does have this classic super 2000s Atlanta Young Jeezy feel in terms of the production, like some TM88 kind of production, a Shawty Red production, Zaytoven, just like that era of Atlanta, like the late 2000s.
The horns,
the drums, like, and he kind of raps like Jeezy a little bit, like not many ad-libs, just like all bars. Maybe a hook.
Some Bankroll Fresh vibes
Bankroll
too.
Fresh too.
R.I.P. Bankroll.
Man, yeah. So I think this album it does a great job of just embodying a very specific sound era of Atlanta. And I think that's why it's working so well, because it's a style of Atlanta that we haven't heard come from them in a while. So Mexico Joe being the artist that comes out into the scene and makes noise using this old sound of Atlanta, it's pretty dope to see. It's like it adds more to the lore.
Shout out to
of
Joe,
Mexico Joe.
Corner
It's
Joe.
real cool. He's like a preacher or something.
He does. He is like a preacher, real soulful preacher. It's a real soul music right here. Like really throw it on when the day starts, and by the end of the day, man, you would have a good day. You would
It's
have
gonna
got some
get
shit
you
done.
going because of the production, right? It's gonna get you hype as fuck.
You gonna think some
And
street
you gonna,
shit.
Yeah, you gonna think you about to sell a brick. Nah.
You selling to God.
You know, you just cleaning
Selling
the
that
car.
good word.
You cleaning the Chevy.
Cleaning your house. You're not tricking your money off.
See, look, Larry June did it.
Life
I'm
is
just
beautiful
cleaning
now.
my plants.
Water my lawn. You know, water my plants, drink my smoothie. Maybe read a book later. Who knows?
Hey, you know, if you do something 30 minutes, that's good for you. You know, that's like going on a walk or something. That puts you out there more than most people. So, man, get out, get active. Especially if you stay where it's sunny, you ain't got no fucking excuse.
Get out.
You better get out there.
Better get up, get out, and get something. Word to Outkast.
Yeah.
And that's what this music's about, man. Get up and improve your life, man.
100%.
I stopped drinking lean, turn my life to God. Type raps. And I love that shit, man, because like I said, it's part of the balance in hip-hop. It's part of the balance, man. So shout out to Mexico Joe for dropping a great debut project and making some noise. Hoodrich Pablo Juan, bro. Hoodrich Pablo Juan. Speaking of Atlanta, man, he is home. First day out, back outside. That's your guy. I remember when we first started doing this podcast, I think it was like a little bit shortly after he ended up getting locked up on this RICO case. Or
damn.
Or like, that might have been 2020. I think the RICO case was in 2020. But like 2018, 2019, when we started the pod, was like when Hoodrich Pablo Juan was on his run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you was tapped in with him pretty heavy, man. So like, what was his run like when he was out, and then like his first day out now?
I mean, he had a lot of traction with like the SoundCloud folks, kind of the alternative people. He done some projects like my favorite. I'm gonna just say my favorite project is with Bro Disky. It's called Thug Life.
Yeah.
And I just love seeing that crossover. You know, it's the kind of future vibes.
Yeah.
Of shit. He was stumbling around. You know, even Pusha T was noticing. He had the you know, he's still selling dope. Yeah, you know the line.
Yeah, I'm still celebrating Hoodrich Pablo Juan.
That
yeah.
shit. It was fun.
It was. I remember seeing his name a lot during that time. Like he was definitely one of the more popping artists in Atlanta that was on the rise.
Man, it's cool. He had a good first day. Was out too.
Yeah, man. So Hoodrich Pablo Juan got out of jail recently after doing 5 years after getting hit with a RICO charge in Atlanta. He got out early and immediately did the hip hop thing and dropped the fucking first day out. And that shit was amazing. That shit's actually a really good first day out. It didn't sound sluggish. I listened to some old Hoodrich Pablo Juan songs shortly after hearing his first day out to kind of just get more of a feel like what he was doing before he went in. And it's like kind of right in, it's just kind of like he never left. He picked up right where he left off. His sound sounds just like him. It sounds fresh. It sounds like he's been tapped in with his style. And it's like he hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah, it's crisp. It's sharp. He seems like he's ready to get moving.
Yeah, and
back to work.
And the homie Andre G at Rolling Stone actually did an editorial piece about him, you know, after he got out, and did an interview with him talking about just like how it was when he was locked up, you know, how he's able to like stay focused and stay sharp mentally while locked up. And for real, man, it just seems like Hoodrich Pablo Juan is outlook on everything. He's like, he's just super grateful to have the people that was there for him during those dark times and the people that never left the side. Because he's like, you know, I had people that would check up on my daughter, that would check up on my mom, would give money to this person because if they needed to, like, you know, get back on their feet or whatever. Like, so he's like, I had people around me that was really looking out for me when they didn't need to. So I'm like super grateful. I'm super appreciative of that. And I'm just like, you know, it's like I learned to like just love life in that manner and just being grateful for that. And like for people in my life that were really there for me when I was down at my darkest moments. So like, you know, knowing that and having that appreciation for life more made me approach life differently now that I got this second chance Because like when I was locked up, I was in there for like 10 years, and there was people in there for 70 that ain't never getting out. So like what?
Scary.
Yeah, so he was like,
that's dope. It sounds like he not going back.
yeah, he not going back. And he said actually the first day out idea, because he said I was cool with just getting out, going home to my family and just chilling. But like it was my brother, I think it was RX Hector, that was like, nah, bro, you need to do a first day out. You need to document everything we do today and like make a song for it. And like this is gonna be the video, because like you got to show folks like you back active. Yeah. And you know they took him to the studio. He got a haircut. He went shopping. They filmed all of it. And that's what he did in the first day out video. And when he talked about making the song, he was like, it didn't even feel weird getting back in the studio. It felt like I just picked up right where I left off. Everything felt organic.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's like he's in a great space mentally, and I love that. I love that. And he said now that he has this newfound love for and appreciation for life and those in his life, like he said, I let all grudges go. Like, and everybody's been embracing me since I got out. Like he said, Lil Baby tapped in. He was in the first day out video. Yeah. Like Quavo told him congratulations on his Instagram post. Like Atlanta's really hyped for Hood Rich Pablo Juan to have this second go. And I think that's pretty cool, because I think right now, with everything going on in Atlanta, I think Hood Rich Pablo Juan bringing that energy of like, let's bring everybody back together like it was before I went in. Yes, before we all got money. Yeah, like especially because like Thug wasn't that presence. Thug actually made shit a lot worse in Atlanta.
It was like turmoil.
Yeah, and like what could have been a great moment for the city turned into like a very chaotic scene for Atlanta once Thug came home. But now that Hood Rich Pablo Juan's coming home, and his mentality is a lot more different. He's a lot more appreciative of life, and he's just more excited to give life another go now that he's out of jail. He wants to bring Atlanta back together. So I think him being that presence might be the thing that Atlanta needs right now to get back right as a city and as a unit. So it's dope to see Hood Rich Pablo Juan back outside. Definitely excited to see what he does. The unfortunate thing I did learn is that he was supposed to do 15 years. They let him out 5 years early, and the last 10 years are going to be served on probation.
Oh, shit. Well, just got to be careful, my boy.
10 years
Stay out of trouble.
10 years early.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. He was let out 10 years early. So he's on probation for the next 10 years. But he's a free man, and I'm sure
sounds like a setup, man.
I mean, 10 years of probation is, bruh, like.
Meek Mill got a bar about that. He said, 10 years of probation, you know you're going to get some more time out of me.
Yeah, like, I'm bound to fuck up in 10 years, especially for small shit.
Yeah.
You could lock my ass up over something petty.
Yeah.
But this is opportunity, man. Opportunity to be disciplined, opportunity to grow and learn, bro.
Yeah.
And share your story, because I think that will keep you fed.
Yeah.
Because people are always interested in progress and growth, and you should capitalize on that.
Yeah, man. So salute to Hood Rich Pablo Juan on his newfound freedom on the second go in his career. Shout out to Andre G for an amazing editorial on him for Rolling Stone, man. That's a big look for Hood Rich Pablo Juan. I'm glad Andre G was able to help him get that, and just write a great article about his, life outside of jail. First day out type shit.
Fire.
Yeah. Let's see what else. What else we got? Let's see what else I got in my
Your
notes.
mans.
Shit.
Which one? So we got Mexico talking about Wale.
Your
Hood Rich
mans.
Pablo Juan. Which one?
Come on, man. He's in the SEO.
Yo, so we gotta talk about some podcast shit.
Got to talk about some podcast shit.
Man, so I know you're not on the internet.
Are we unpacking it?
We got to unpack it. We got the.
We could talk about it. We don't gotta unpack too much.
Okay.
Because I feel like
You
everybody. I feel like
you don't want to
any-
get blackballed again.
Yeah, I feel like everybody that's tried to like throw their hat in the ring with the situation just gets their car pulled so fast.
Joe, do you have cards to pull?
No, I just feel like I don't know. As soon as you try to throw your opinion on it, everybody's like, "What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you say
Yeah.
10 years ago?" But
Yeah.
What did you say?
It's funny you say that. I have some old tweets that
Yo,
No,
man, so Rory from the Rory and Maul podcast found himself in some crazy headlines, crazy discourse. So it all started from Rory and Maul having an episode where they're talking about the Grammy nominees and nominations. Yep. And, of course, it got to the hip-hop rap album of the year conversation. And Rory said he wanted the Clips to win that category over GNX.
the mayor said the same as well.
I don't know if I haven't seen the whole clip, so I don't know the full context behind the whole conversation or how the discourse became what it was. But I remember seeing people talk about them saying that they wanted the Clips to win over GNX just solely so GNX wouldn't win. And Damaris said some crazy shit on the pod as well. I can't remember what she said because I don't watch that fucking podcast.
She said she basically goes, she says GNX is going to win, and I hate it because I feel like the Clips should win.
Oh, yeah, and they were calling they were like, well, of course, yeah, because, you know, Kendrick's the Grammy darling or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
And
what the
then-
fuck does that even post? That's like the highest honor you can get in music. Sorry if he wins so many Grammys. I'm sorry. Like, was Kanye a Grammy darling? No, he just won a lot of fucking Grammys. Like, it's just what it is. So, like, I just hate that excuse of, like, oh, he's a Grammy darling. Like, he just wins all the Grammys all the time. Like, no. He's just a great artist when he drops music, and it's very impactful. That's all it is. You just a bitch-ass hater. And honestly, their feet... honestly, this podcast deserved this moment. Their feet should be held to the fucking fire. I've heard so many trash takes from that fucking podcast for just because, like, it's obviously clear y'all are bought out. Your opinions are bought. It's very fucking clear because, like, I've never met somebody that just hates Kendrick Lamar just because you hate him. And that was a point that Damaris card got pulled. So Damaris was, you know, once that pod came out, everybody was on their ass for their takes. And they're like, how can y'all want this album to win solely out of spite GNX? Like, that's stupid as fuck.
And I believe the night after or the night of the podcast dropping, Roy joined a Twitter space.
We ain't got there yet.
No, okay, all right.
Yeah, because like Damaris starts going back and forth with people on Twitter about the episode and their takes about the pod and whatnot.
Oh, yes.
And they were like, you guys are clearly biased towards Drake. You obviously have an agenda against Kendrick. You have stated on the podcast that you hate the sound of Kendrick's voice. And she was like,
I've seen that clip.
Yeah, and she was like, I've never said that on the pod. And if you have proof, post it. And then somebody did post it of her saying that. She's
Posted
like,
the
I've
full
said this
clip.
on every major platform I've been on. I fucking hate Kendrick Lamar, his music, how he makes it, and I hate the way his voice sounds. I fucking hate his voice.
Shout out to Joe, Corner Joe.
And so that happens. She gets blown up in 4K. And then naturally, Rory jumps in because he wants to defend his co-host because the discourse was getting kind of crazy. So he wanted to jump in and defend her. And now, Andre, you know more from there.
Well, I saw this space going on because I follow Roy on Twitter. So I was
Me
like,
too.
oh, shit, he was in a room. Like, last time I did that, it was with the stop, and I was just like,
Yeah,
they're not really talking about nothing. But with this Twitter space, they were on this nigga's ass.
Yes.
They were on this nigga's ass.
I
And he's
think
basically like, do it or don't do it. Or what was he saying?
Okay, so what happened with the Twitter spaces is like, so he tried to jump in to defend Damaris, his co-host, and then as a result, people start pulling his card and pulling up old tweets that he had, you know, negative derogatory remarks about black women and black people.
Yeah.
And there was just so many.
Yeah.
It was like every time I refresh my timeline, a new one pop up. And he was getting like these tweets off in like 2016. Like, we're hitting woke Twitter.
Yeah.
Volume 1. So it's like you kind of, the fact you got this off in 2016, because that was kind of
pretty wild.
Yeah, so it got so out of control. He did a spaces to kind of discuss and defend these tweets or talk about these tweets and kind of cover some ground. But the problem was he was having this Twitter spaces with a bunch of random ass Kendrick Lamar stands. So it's like these aren't even real people that actually matter to you and what you got going on. You allowing them to have this moment with you though. So he hosted spaces about these tweets and people are confronting him about all these
We
derogatory.
got a clip from the space.
You got a clip from the space?
We got a
Okay.
clip from the space.
And people are confronting him about these tweets and whatnot. And at first, he's kind of just like, so what? It was old Twitter. What do you want to, what's the problem? So he wasn't really apologizing. He was being condescending. He was just kind of laughing at it. And that made it worse because it's like the more he tried to laugh it off and make a joke out of the situation and things he was saying, the more heat people turned up and put his feet to the fire. So we actually have a little clip right here of Rory in this space to kind of give you an idea of what Rory was saying in this space.
He snickered and offered sarcasm.
How much I hate black women and how I have specifically just targeted you in our company to make sure that you are devalued and never mind, I'm gonna chill.
When asked if he was deleting old tweets, he gaslighted and accused a woman of being racist.
Why were you hiding your tweet?
Hide what tweet?
Oh, now you don't know. Rocky, I said
Hey, yo, dog, I got a question for you right quick.
literally
Rory.
right here.
You know blue weave is not blue ivy. That's racist as fuck.
Rory.
When asked if he would retweet any of those things again,
Shout out to the
he
company,
said
man.
this.
Which ones?
Any of them.
I said
The ones
Four.
that everybody's offended by.
one or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've definitely talked about the Beyonce thing on the podcast before.
See how he fucked it up.
But she
See, yeah, hold the feet to the fire.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Spaces went on for hours, pretty much.
For hours. This man was in them Twitter spaces for an hour, hours fighting for his brand, his career, his life. Like,
and that resulted in him deleting his Twitter.
Yeah, so he clearly lost.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, when I look at that brand and that podcast, I always thought Rory was a very level-headed person. It seemed like he knew how to move right in certain situations. And I thought this would be a situation that he could definitely just maneuver out of and just, like, handle and address appropriately. Like, the podcast would have been a great platform for you to kind of address everything. And you could do it on your own platform, in your own room with your own people, and not have these random strangers yell at you and have these other points that they could throw out there that have other people thinking, like, whoa, oh, I didn't think about it that way, too.
Yeah.
So now you considering other people's feelings and emotions as well. So I just think how he handled it was just extremely poor. And now, as a result, like, you don't have a Twitter account no more. I don't know what's about to happen to your podcast. I'm sure we won't miss it.
People were pulling up everything.
And these tweets, and, like, also, you could try to say, oh, it's old Twitter. Like, that's how we used to talk. And, like, yeah, motherfuckers got a lot of flagrant shit off in the old Twitter days.
Joe.
What?
This clip ain't even old Twitter.
This one?
Hit it.
Hey, Tug, that was
he
cat.
said with a straight face to Big. Did you see Banks' face when he's? Well, man, I was just flirting.
Oh, that.
Wait. No, keep it playing.
Hey, Tug, that was
he
cat.
said with a straight face to Big. Did you see Banks' face when he's? Well, man, I was just flirting.
Hey, yo.
All right. One more time.
Hey, Tug, that was
He
cat.
said with a straight face to Big. Did you see Banks' face when he's? Well, man, I was just flirting.
Hey, Tug, that was
he
cat.
said with a
Why they slow down the playback speed every time? Let's slow that down and see it. Even
Just seconds ago. Nigga, I was just flirting.
You just getting this shit off. That's crazy.
just like casually, man. And it's just like, yeah, this whole situation was just so poorly handled by everybody involved on that podcast, because like there was no need for any of this to like escalate to this matter, and it didn't need to get to this extreme. Rory did not need to answer to random Twitter users. And it's like when you're trying to explain yourself to random people that want to see you fall, it's not going to work out for you, because they're constantly going to make it a point to make you look bad. And being in a Twitter space with a bunch of Kendrick Lamar fans,
they have time.
They have a lot of time to bring you down, and you apparently have a lot of time to argue with them too. So like that's why we're in the situation we're in. And then once it hit TMZ, I was like, yeah, bro, this shit might be cooked.
It's definitely cooked.
And then on top of that, Damaris, I don't know if you saw in the spaces, but at one point Damaris was like, you know, it's a space like Damaris is in there, Maul's in there, Rory's in there, Gina V's is in there.
Yeah.
And at one point Damaris, who kind of started everything, was like, hey, Gina, you and Head hiring over there on the West Coast? Because these motherfuckers might be cooked. And Maul didn't, yeah, of course, Maul didn't think that was very funny.
Yeah. What?
Maul wasn't finding that very humorous, but at the same time, it's like, y'all kind of all deserve this. This platform kind of deserves this. Like, this shit kind of, like, the shit I saw y'all say last year, this is kind of warranted. This downfall might be warranted.
I think another word that should be, like, we were talking about context, but accountability is also another word that we need to just hold in hip-hop and just amongst ourselves, bro, because the takes that they were getting off, like Joe said last year, is just like
straight, blatant, flagrant.
Literally,
lies.
Where's the accountability there?
Yeah, and then, like, it's the Ebro thing we were talking about. Like, you can come back out a year later, say, yeah, we were wrong.
Yeah.
Or, like, we were clearly definitely biased.
Yeah.
And there's no need to do that no more because the battle's over.
Literally.
But they haven't let it go. There's still that same driving force that's getting off these trash-ass takes and opinions that just make them look fucking stupid, make them sound dumb, and just make all of us annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really bringing shit other than being devil's advocate to the hip-hop media space at this point. You may get some cool interviews here and there with some artists that you're cool with, but, like, other than that, like, you're not bringing nothing valuable to the table other than you used to be on Joe Budden podcast.
Mm.
And it's like, I wanted Rory and Maul to thrive. I liked Rory and Maul. Like,
Yeah.
I was kind of on their side a little bit with Joe, but, like, you know, Joe had the platform. But then when they started doing their thing, I watched the first few episodes, but then it became too much about Joe.
Yeah.
And then it became about Drake and Kendrick, and then it became all about Drake. And then, like, they just kept going deeper in the rabbit hole, and it's like, is this really worth it?
Yeah.
Like, is looking this foolish worth it? And now we're seeing, like, how far the foolishness took them. Now you got to sit here and ask yourself again, was this all worth it?
Was it worth it? That's why I asked the weekend last week. Was it worth it?
And also, Julian has got to relax.
Yeah.
Julian's got to relax. If y'all don't know, Julian is the former co-host that used to be on Rory and Maul. He was the guy that used to sit next to Damaris. And he had another role. I think he was audio engineer or something. He had a role.
I think content producer or something like that.
He was
Instagram or socials and stuff.
Yeah, he was a producer for them. And, of course, you know, he left the podcast, and that was a whole ordeal. He was fired. And he, of course, had to get his little 1-2 win because, the podcast that he ended up leaving is now having a downfall moment. So he wanted to get his kicks in.
Yeah.
But he just did it in a way where it's like you have too much dip on your chip, bro. He's like he's brown. He's like an Indian descent.
I think he's black.
No fucking way.
I'm pretty sure he's black.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Julian is black.
I can't confirm that.
I'm gonna look it up.
Because the reason I say that is because he posted the meme of Django, of Samuel Jackson holding Leonardo DiCaprio's character. Remember, like, where he's dying and he's like, ah.
Yeah.
He posted that in response to, like, the discourse happening around the Rory and Maul podcast in terms of saying, like, Maul is Samuel Jackson and Leonardo DiCaprio is Rory. And it was like, I don't know. If Julian Nichols is black, then he can let that shit fly. But I don't know if he's black or not. So I saw him post that. I'm like, I think you might be going a little too far. His mixed heritage, including black, specifically Nigerian, Cape Verdean,
he's black.
Mexican. He got a lot of brown in him. He said Mexican, Colombian, Cape Verdean. I was like,
say
all right,
all of
maybe
these.
I stand corrected. Let me shut the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure he said the N-word somewhere. Just like, how we talk. Not
Ain't
like
no
on
weed.
some...
Ain't no weed with me, brother.
I was looking at Alex.
Okay.
Alex knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, you and Alex was locked in right there. Yeah.
You be saying it?
No.
10 years ago?
No, I didn't. No, I never have. No. And that's another thing, man. Like, you gotta understand, like, that should have been the first thing Rory did once he saw, like, celebrities were getting in trouble with old tweets from, like, 2016, 2017, during that era, and people really, like,
acknowledge it.
Or, like, acknowledge it, or, like, clean your shit up. Like, everybody went through a phase where they clean their Twitter account up. If they're about to be, like, a public figure. Like, before I got into radio, I cleaned all my shit up.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it. That was a time in 2016 where an old tweet with just a curse word in it, it could be fuck, will end you. And so I was like, let me delete anything that has a curse word, a possible derogatory slur that I used in high school when Twitter first popped off. But like, I was a teenager. So
what could be considered offensive
in 2025?
Yeah.
And the fact that Rory never did that, and Rory's been a public figure since 2017 in the media space, it's like kind of bold that you just thought you'd be okay. And then when you do get caught with these tweets, you double down. And then at one point, it went from I'm not apologizing, it was jokes, to like, it wasn't even me tweeting that. It was my black girlfriend that I used to date during the time that tweeted that. Like, how you gonna throw your ex-girlfriend just under the bus like that? Like, yeah, no, she tweeted that shit.
It just seems like a cop-out.
And it's
because, like, why wouldn't you start with that if that was the truth?
Yeah.
Like, why you wait this long to be like, all right, this is what happened?
Yeah, that's her. That was her. It looks bad on me though, so I apologize that she tweeted those things.
Yeah, that's an easier apology
than trying to double down.
Yeah,
like now you just made yourself look bad. Your brand looks horrendous. Like everybody already hates all three of y'all. Like,
I wonder if Joe Budden gonna talk about it in the pod.
Like,
everybody hates all three of y'all.
Like, and when I say that, I just mean because like I see the takes and opinions that hit the timeline whenever I do come across it, and it pisses everybody off. Like everybody's mad at y'all. Like, so this is the moment where everyone's like, we got you. And
do you think they can lean into this? Do you think they can just be the?
They're just, what are they gonna become? Are they gonna become right wingers?
No, like
they
just
gotta have
double
Drake
down.
on.
That's not taking accountability.
That's just what I mean.
Can
like
they triple down?
When I say right wing, I mean like not taking accountability and just double down on shitty behavior and shitty things you said. That is just right wing behavior to me. So so if you're not gonna take accountability, like you're just gonna be the stubborn, like I don't care how much your feelings hurt. I'm not apologizing for shit. It's like okay, that's a right winger perspective. And so
that
and
is
if you
a
want,
trait.
and Drake is diving into that bag, so it makes sense for people like Maul, Rory, and Damaris to dive more into the quote unquote villain role, and just kind of be like, yeah, we're not apologizing for shit.
They're gonna get a Morgan Wallen interview, and it's
that
all
would be
gonna
crazy.
change.
It's all happening.
Shout out to the company, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the company man for holding it down. And
They just
a
go
lot
country,
of people
smooth genres,
switch genres up. Whatever Drake's doing, they do.
Yeah.
They like what Drake likes.
Yeah.
I like what Drake likes.
Yeah,
Bro.
so it's yeah, man. It's an interesting predicament.
nasty.
It's nasty. And the thing is, like, people aren't letting Rory live this down. Like,
No, he deleted his Twitter.
he deleted, but it's
And
like, I've
Damaris
been
did
seeing
too.
people in the industry have been like, yeah, bro, what the fuck is bro on? Like people that
You know what's crazy?
you would think would
what's
keep
gonna
quiet.
happen? He gonna get labeled as a racist.
Is that the worst thing to get? I feel like he should just come out like. Remember that one white woman who called that little baby the N-word and got a bag from it?
I think I do remember. Is that 2020?
That was this year, I think. That was either this or last year. That was hella recent. She got like $60K because she called a little boy the N-word, hard R.
She
And
got
she got
60K.
fired from it, and she was like, I've been publicly shamed, put up a GoFundMe, and ran up a bag. So I think Rory should just hit the playback and say, I did say the N-word.
Rory should hit the playback and just come out as an ultra racist.
Actually, that's what everyone wants is like accountability. Like that's all that you just described.
But I'm saying it's like that's not even the worst thing to be called as a white person anymore.
What's the worst thing you be called as a white person,
Bruh.
Getting caught on that island.
Oh,
man,
looking through files. No, but I think maybe he should just double down and say fuck it. Like,
and that's the thing. He did try to double down, and he couldn't stand on business, and that's why that's why shit got hit the fan the way it did. And the thing is, we've seen numerous people over the last 5 to 10 years get caught up in old tweet bullshit, and it's such an easy thing to maneuver. Like you can just say, I was a fucking high schooler. Now Rory's different because Rory's like almost 40, so they were like, oh, he was 26 saying this shit. So Rory don't got the high school excuse. I was in high school in 2012. Anything below, I'm in high school below 2012. Remember that.
Yeah.
So like. Yeah, so they're like, oh, Rory can't even get the excuse of like, oh, he was a kid. Like, no, Rory was like 25, 26 years old, I think, during that time period. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, bro, didn't this happen to the Golden State player?
I don't know. I know it happened to Joe.
A redhead
not
player.
you, Budden. Remember where he was like, "I'm so horny I can make a new hole."
Oh yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
See,
that's
just
like
freaky man.
Why would you put your name on that?
Different Twitter, man. Different Twitter time, man. We was different Twitter time, man. You could get some freaky shit off like that.
That nigga Joe was like,
he was fiending.
Back then, there would be a mass tweet in which you would be like,
it would be like a trend.
Towards,
like I'm so horny I could, and you finish the hashtag. That was the trends, bro. It'd be like I'm so horny I could, and that's the hashtag, and your tweet is what you finish it off. We was really just alley-oop and freaky shit back in them days, bro. Hey, that would be a trending topic.
Putting the fillers out.
Yeah.
Who's gonna DM me off of this?
Because we would do shit like that in my high school. You know, that's back when Twitter's network was very just like ingrained on who you follow. Like your Twitter followers would be like people you go to high school with or go to school with. So you just like y'all would have like internet discourse on Twitter as a high school or like so
it was like a message board.
Yeah, so we would start trends and shit. We would create up like hashtags that we would all partake in. And it's like, how freaky can we get to get some bitches to DM us?
Shout out to Corner Joe.
That was the play.
You know, sometimes it might be.
That's what y'all did.
We're in high school, man. You know, you gotta make a move. You gotta make shit 6-7 some way or another.
Hey, Sebastian is weak over here, bro.
Hey, I know the high school heat too. They just definitely get some freaky shit off. Nah, Sebastian's high school was crazy.
Sebastian, what was the freakiest thing that happened at your school?
Nah, I think. Listen, let's say somebody
the school,
else.
Infamous in the school.
Let's say somebody else. I don't need to hear your stories in high school.
Okay. Shit. Like no names, but I think somebody was beating their meat in the bathroom.
I like how you said no names, but somebody was beating their meat.
Bro, bathrooms in schools got overhead lighting.
Hey, you know what's crazy now?
I can clearly see you, nigga.
Overhead light. Hey, they got them light beams in the bathroom now, like them super light, them bright ass lights. Like they're not even light bulbs no more. They're the new energized charged lights.
We can see you, nigga.
We can see you clearly through the door. We can clearly see you, man. Hey, in high school it's definitely one of them times in people's lives where they'll just actively go out the way to be an asshole to somebody in the bathroom. Like high school is a place you do not take a shit at, because if you're trying to take
to beat your meat at either,
or like that's what I'm saying, like you can't even take a shit in high school bathrooms. What made that you could beat your meat in high school bathrooms? Like there is no privacy in high school bathrooms.
No,
like,
I was taking a shit in high school, bro. I was going to the bathroom shitting. But it wasn't during passing period though.
Yeah, not when it's busy.
I would go during class.
That's a huge no-no. That's a huge fucking no-no, bro. Yeah,
waste some time.
Yeah,
be on my phone or something.
But yeah, man. Like, how did we get
telling
to
a nigga that his high school is freaky is hilarious, bro. No, I know what high school you went to.
Nah, high school kids are crazy now. They beating their meats in the bathrooms when I was worried about getting caught with weed,
bro.
Like I was. So this is how much high school is changed since we were in high school. This is how much it's changed, right? Bringing drugs in school? No. No, we're not bringing weed into school. No, none of us are doing that.
A girl brought a gun to my school.
We're not doing that.
And was showing niggas.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Because that shit changes your whole trajectory. Because it's not 2025 or weed's recreational in Missouri. This is 2012 when shit will change your life if you get caught with this.
Yeah.
I know a guy that got a fucking year probation for having a G of weed on him in high school. It's like, that shit would change your life. I'm not bringing weed to school. Kids now are smoking weed in the bathrooms.
That's light, bro. That was the light treatment.
A year probation? No, he couldn't smoke weed after that.
He didn't go to jail?
Nah, I mean, no, he did go to jail. That's why he got. Yeah, he definitely for possession.
He definitely went to jail.
It was the homie that we both are good friends with. That I went to high school with. That you played football with.
Oh shit,
bro.
Vikings.
That's just funny as shit. What was the freakiest shit that happened in your high school, nigga?
My high school, bro. A lot of freaky shit that happened in my high school involved adults.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that freaky shit was.
Oof. Yeah, that happened too.
Yeah, man. Like every year there was some story about breaking out. Like so, this it was always athletic coaches too. Yeah. It's always the fucking athletic coaches too.
Low key.
Always. There was actually there was two coaches. There was a volleyball coach and the boys varsity coach. They were in a relationship. They were dating each other, right? And it was like the unknown. It was like the best kept. Or the best known secret.
Yeah.
I should say the best known secret in the school that they were dating. Everybody knew it, right?
Yeah.
And then one day, the volleyball coach, she shows up to school. She got a black eye.
Oh, hell no.
And we're all like, hey, coach beat your ass, didn't he? And of
That's
course,
crazy.
And I didn't ask her this, but like everybody, we're all talking amongst each other like, yeah, he definitely beat her. Like, there's no way. And then somebody did ask her, like, yo, what happened to your face? And she said like, she was putting a ceiling fan up on her roof and it fell on her face. And we're like, all right.
That's crazy.
All right, you got it. And it's
Did
like,
y'all?
So what happened after?
Yeah.
that?
What happened to the nigga?
her boyfriend, the boys' varsity coach, my senior year starts, right? He's not there, and we're all kind of like, where the fuck is Coach Perry? And you know, maybe a month and a half later, we find out like that motherfucker was kind of like low key on the run because he had some shit about to come out about him having relations with a past student when they were in school. And that's like, oh, that's why he not here,
bro.
That's why he not here. Yeah.
Something like that happened at my school, bro.
I remember hearing about that
Actually, yes, I think his daughter ended up going to North Kansas City. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anywho, that's what I did.
That was my experience.
Yeah. But let's go back to Rory. Back to Rory. I do want to, before we wrap this Rory shit up, I do want to say this is another very prime example of like why you got to be careful just being in certain spaces where you are the minority. Like when you in black spaces, like even me, like I don't go in black spaces and just say the N-word.
Yeah.
I don't say it. Like now there's some Mexicans in hip hop as well that will go in black spaces and say those things, say the N-word, like Mexican OT, Fat Joe. Like there's numerous that we can list off.
Nigga said I walked into the Lion's Den
and called it the N-word
and did the call and nobody responded. Like, bro, shut.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in our like, so there are Mexicans in that will say it and feel comfortable saying it and whatnot. I'm not one of those people because I don't feel the need to like justify why I feel I should feel the need to say it or why I should be able to say it or even and just having to argue this point every time I'm in a new room with black people that I don't know me.
It's just not worth it.
It's not worth it, right? And so it's like when you in these spaces, like even me being a brown person in a space that is predominantly black and brown, it's like, you know, I still know like what it is.
Yeah.
I still like know I'm a guest to a certain extent, even though even if brown people do have a hand in the culture as well. But at the end of the day, like I know the boundaries and I know the lines I got to tiptoe and not cross. And I think that just comes with having self-awareness. And I think Rory in the moment just lacked complete self-awareness.
Hey, W. Joe.
Or lack of care.
And lack of care.
I feel like niggas are aware enough, like intelligent enough to know.
Or like I'll never say something derogatory about black women.
Man.
Or, you know, even brown women at that. Like, I'm just not going to do that because then, you know, the motherfuckers hold your feet to the fire. You got to answer to that shit.
It don't matter how many you dated.
It
You're
don't.
Not one
and
of them.
His ex, the one he said that was tweeting that shit from his Twitter account, she responded like, hey, keep me out of these conversations because I'll be a podcaster's like podcast fan's wet dream, meaning she has a bunch of shit she could just expose Rory about. But then people started finding her old tweets, and at one point she said in a tweet in 2020, she was like, Rory said I gotta take my braids out because I'm starting to look like Beanie Siegel.
What?
Like that's his girlfriend. And
Oof.
Yeah, and
what?
Yeah, like he really harped.
He looked crazy.
He really
looked crazy right
He
now.
really harped on black women pretty crazy, and just like the fact there's so many tweets about you just saying degrading things about black women, and you're in black spaces is just like insane. And the fact you don't apologize, like Gina Views ain't gonna save you, Rory. I'm sorry. Like I fuck with Gina Views too, but she don't look good in that situation either. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's all good, it's all jokes, yada yada yada. Like no, just because one person with some clout and notoriety gives you a pass doesn't mean everybody's giving you a pass.
Hell no.
Like Gina Views ain't the spokesperson for everybody black.
That
or
shit
black
weird.
Women. So it's like you gotta do the due diligence of righting your wrongs and knowing you were wrong and apologize for your wrongs. But since Roy did the opposite of that, now he's in the situation where who knows what's gonna happen with their brand or their podcast. But I do want to show this clip of Rory proposing at the Rock Nation brunch that Charlamagne was talking about. Because you know what? Hindsight's 2020. I thought that was a pretty cool flex when it happened. Looking back on that shit's insane.
Yeah.
You apologize. You proposed in front of Memphis Bleak.
That's crazy.
So here's a little clip of Charlamagne the God talking about just Rory proposing at the Rock Nation brunch, which I didn't even know he barely got in.
Yeah.
I didn't know like that whole crew.
He
like,
left his people outside.
He did, bro. He left his people outside the Rock Nation brunch and pulled up in some furry slippers.
Crazy. Furry slippers.
And just for the record, there's one thing I want to get off my chest.
Oh.
And people are going to say I'm hating.
All right, go.
Salute to my guy, Rory. All right.
Yeah.
Couple things. That's my guy. I fuck with Rory. Rory, you know I fuck with you. There's no hate whatsoever.
Okay.
I saw Kaz and I saw everybody else from Duce Palooza, low key. They was at Roscoe's. Because they couldn't get into the brunch. Right.
Yeah.
I was told that they got to the door and they only let 2 people from Duce Palooza in. It was Rory and Cam. Right. Rory and Cam, y'all supposed to roll with the team, bro. That's how Theo and Cockroach fell out. Okay? Yeah. You're not supposed to go in. If they don't let all of y'all in, then nobody's supposed to go in.
Yeah.
Not only did Rory go in, Rory proposed at the Rock Nation brunch. Rory, I don't ever want to hear you say you anti-industry. I don't want to hear that fake, I'm not an industry person type. There is nothing more.
It's hilarious that like you barely got in, bro. Your crew didn't make it in with you. Like you lost some people behind you when you entered the Rock Nation brunch. Like only one of your mans was able to make it, and your girl. Like you barely got in there, and you still decided that it's a great spot to propose at. Yeah. Like this still the move.
The vibe is right still. That's really like I would have been like, you know what, let's go home.
Like, you know, I'll do this another time.
He said, this is my moment.
I'm going to have to replan
He really
this.
tried to make himself the main character at the Rock Nation brunch that he barely got into. The audacity. Keep it going.
Joe, Corner Joe.
Industry than proposing at the Rock Nation fucking brunch, bro. You had to ask Jay-Z for permission, like Jay-Z is your woman's daddy. Okay, to propose to her at the Rock Nation brunch. Yo, if that was anybody else, they would be killing. If Joe would be killing anybody else for doing some shit like that, and maybe he does on the podcast this week. I don't know. That shit. I'm not proposing to my girl at the Rock Nation brunch, bro. You propose somewhere where you know you can go back to. Rory, you may not get an invite next year. All right? You know what I'm saying? I proposed on the island of Anguilla. I go to Anguilla like twice a year. That place means something. Right. I can take my daughter and say, y'all propose to your mom right there.
Yeah. Right.
Your daughter ain't, I know your children ain't going to the Rock Nation brunch. All right? When y'all have kids, them kids ain't going to be at the Rock Nation brunch. Blue Ivy, them in the future, is not inviting Rory's kids to the Rock Nation brunch.
Hey, yo.
All right?
That's
So
down here today.
that's all I'm saying. Like, that shit was wild to me, bro.
Oh,
you
God.
proposed at the Rock Nation brunch?
Did she say yes?
Yes. Not gonna say no in front of Beyonce. Probably why Rory did it then.
Maybe that's why he did it. He's like, listen, this chick is not saying no here. Right. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of Jay-Z. Right.
Kevin Hart right over there. You're not
I just
saying
wanted
no
to get that
him.
off my chest. I'm sorry, Rory. Don't take that the wrong way. It's okay.
Don't take it wrong. Okay. Yo, congratulations, Rory.
Congratulations. I should have started with congratulations.
Yeah, I think
right?
you started.
Yeah, shit. I'm sorry.
You said, hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Look forward to your new life. This is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
What you want to talk about?
Not only did Rory not actually marry her, he broke up with her because he got caught cheating on her. And that's where Academics comes in.
Yeah.
Academics was the one that exposed that, too. Because I guess Rory and Academics had this little back and forth. And I just actually learned some more lore about it this week. So Academics and Rory were having a back and forth.
I got that clip, too. You want the recap?
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah.
I can text it right now.
Man. But, yeah, dude. So
Keep going.
But Rory and Academics had this back and forth. And I guess Rory ended up finding Academics' address and ended up like writing a threatening statement to him on like some note or something.
Oh,
and,
he
and
sent
put
him
it in
some
his
hate
mailbox
mail?
and put it in his mailbox like a mob boss. So Academics sees that shit, ends up hiring a private investigator who ends up finding out that Rory cheated on his fiance, and that's how that news broke.
Damn.
And then on top of that, he leaked pictures of Rory at the park with his kid.
Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah, so
it's a dangerous game.
It's a dangerous game, man. But it's kind of funny that proposing that Rock Nation brunch is hilarious because I think they stopped doing them after like 2020. Like post pandemic, we have not had a single Rock Nation brunch.
The party's over.
The party's over. Like, and Rory can't go back there. Rory can't go back there. That's a 12-minute video. Jesus. Hey man, we have a lot of time, but we don't got all day.
Personal life is in turmoil. Anyway, this bozo Rory decides, yo, let me try to show up to his house and drop a postcard to show him that I'm Irish and my mafia vibes. Like my mafia vibes. By the way, how many summers ago did I roast? Yo, I'm still in it, Nick. Jesus Christ. I know some of y'all probably like, yo, get over it. No, never. Told you, never. Okay? Never. Okay? Listen, if it could be the dead man's funeral, I might show up, like, just scratch the stage, like, just jump. Hey, Rory. Yeah. I'm telling you. Just don't. Like, this is deep. Don't be like, I get over it. Yo, act. Why you so? No. Y'all know. Y'all ain't notice that's me? Y'all ain't notice that's me? It's the same thing with, like, Meg Thee Stallion. Bro, I don't give two fucks about the Tory shit. Man, you're not about to get up here and start talking crazy. Oh, what the card said? I'm gonna tell you what the card said. This was trying to be like some mafia boss, like, yo. Basically trying to threaten me, like, yeah, I know where you live. Here's the thing. If you gonna do some shit like that, you gotta shoot up a house or something. You can't just do this and think, oh,
you gotta shoot me.
He knows my address. We're all public figures. If you're at a certain point, I could go up right now and look up Chris Brown's house. I could look up all 3 or all 4 of Lil Wayne's house. Bro, they're public figures, bro. Find out a nigga's address, especially when it's public. Property records are public. You feel me? Anyway, remember I was calling this bum ass nigga a worker, right? You could tell he was so bothered by it. The card he got me said, it's boss day, right? Because I was telling him, nigga, you a worker, I'm a boss. Stop telling the boss how to do business with these companies when you can't even figure out your business with Joe. You know what I mean? Because he was acting like he was talking to Spotify. Anyway, in the middle of the card, card, it said this. Look. Love a stooge. Remember I was calling them the 2 stooges? Love a stooge. That's what he said. Love a stooge. Like, so anyway, when I first got it, because I was beefing with mad niggas back then online, I try to keep a little Rolodex of how many niggas I be going back and forth with. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, did Meek Mill send a goon here? But I looked at the handwriting and I said, there's no Philly goon who got that great handwriting. Or who's going to CVS before he goes to spin a block and going into the Hallmark section to say, I wonder which card could intimidate Academics. No, I knew it wasn't no nigga like Meek Mill. So I said, all right, let me just chill. I ain't gonna say a motherfucking thing because I'm thinking it could be this dweeb or the other dweeb. You remember the other nigga? Mealy Mall. That's Jay-Z's pre-cum, bro. That nigga, a nigga called me literally pre-cum. I'm tight. So I was roasting that nigga just cause, right? What did he do to me? I ain't just like the tone that he used to discuss me. I ain't like that shit. So I just had to get that nigga early out of here, right? So I'm thinking, of all the gangster niggas I'm beefing with, that it could really be an issue. I'm like, who the fuck could it be? So I found the thing. Of course, as much as I'm open with y'all, bro, not an idiot. I didn't say it immediately when I got the letter. Here is the thing, and I like when niggas like, yo, you know what we assume, like, yo, these criminals are dumb. Like, yo, why would you go back to the scene of the crime or why would you confess the crime? Remember we were talking about in the YSL case? Why would you confess the crime in your song? It's not only idiots and street niggas who do it.
A lot of
everybody does it.
Move
Look
like
at this
Meek
fucking
Mill.
idiot. That's how I felt.
They just make threats and they don't follow through with them. Yeah. And then you end up getting embarrassed because somebody else was like, "Oh shit, you threatened me? Well, let me go on the offense."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they have a bigger trump card than you had, and now you in a fucked up position because you tried to play big and tough. Like, yeah. So more of the story, man. Like, you gotta help. Just know when you're wrong. Just know when you're wrong. Because this all could have been avoided if Rory just knew when he was in the wrong.
Accountability.
Yeah. So we got one more clip I want to show you. There was another funny clip that went viral. Jim Jones, Davies, Fabulous are back with another classic.
Oh, wait, is it the one with Mano?
You didn't send it to me, did you?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yes, that they have a. I guess that's actually a podcast they all do now.
You didn't send it to me.
What? I swear I did.
I'm looking at our text thread right now.
Where'd it go? Oh shit, you're right. I thought I did. Hold on.
Come on, Joe. 4 people watching.
Hold on, my bad. It's coming. I'm about to send it to you. Here we go. Right here. I thought I sent it to you.
Here, hold on.
Here we go. Nelson, coming to you right now. Yeah, so last time we had them on here, they went viral once again for just the English language.
The English language.
The English language has
Webster got him again.
Has beaten New York rappers again.
God damn it, Webster. God damn, I fucked that one up.
albums.
But this time it's posthumous.
Posthumous, yeah.
So we got Sebastian's back here. We got it pulled up. Here it is right here. A clip of Jim Jones,
Posthumous
Fabulous Mano going viral for the word posthumous.
Albums, or should there be a legal cutoff after 3 to 5 years?
What did you say that word was?
I was hoping
That's
he
an
fucked
interesting
that word.
conversation.
He said it right though. I thought it was prostitution. I went to Catholic school, man. I didn't go to jail.
Yeah, I thought
I've never been there.
I don't know how.
I got a diploma too, man.
Posthumous?
Whoa, you thought it was what?
Posthumous?
Posthumous?
It is posthumous.
It's not.
It is. It's the word.
Stop talking. Stop. It's not.
Let's rap about
Stop talking. It's not. It's not. That's not how you pronounce it.
Posthumous.
That's not how you.
rooms. Those don't even say that.
I'm telling you, that's not how you pronounce it.
Is it posthumous or
posthumous?
It's posthumous. Which one is it?
Hey, yo, Dave, the voice of Dave East.
Is it posthumous?
Posthumous.
Google the pronunciation. It's posthumous.
Put some money on it. Posthumous.
Now we gambling on English language.
I fuck with it.
That's $100. That's $100. Put $100. That's $100.
He said posthumous, bro. He said every letter in that word.
$100.
Both of y'all wrong. Who wins now?
Mano.
Posthumous.
There you go.
Posthumous is insane. What a way to.
What are we talking about?
He read that word literally.
Bro, when I saw this clip on Twitter, I just turned it off after he said that shit. Posthumous.
What's posthumous? So don't you mean posthumous?
Nobody's ever said
No
that.
one's ever said that word like that. Not anyone with a high school diploma.
That's the
I
first
ain't gonna lie,
time.
that's a hard word. I didn't struggle the
Posthumous?
time with that one.
Posthumous. It took me a while early in my life to pronounce that word, but I never said posthumous.
You know how I learned it?
I was close to posthumous, very close.
What word used to fuck y'all up as a kid?
Shit, I don't know.
I think posthumous
All of-
was definitely a word.
All of it, me too. I was reading shit backwards. Like, what the fuck? Why are these words not the way that they're written?
Knife fucked me up as a kid because I was like, what do you mean there's a K there?
Oh, knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
The dares used to beat the shit out of
Theirs
me.
and yours.
Theirs.
Your.
Like, what?
There,
My dad's still
there.
be fucking up the twos. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, Dad.
I was not.
That's
but
the number.
I knew how to read though. Don't get it fucked up. I knew how to read.
No, I definitely know how to read.
No one said you couldn't read.
Hey,
Finger,
give me the solo real quick.
No.
Solo.
I love the popcorn read because I could read.
Oh, yeah. Popcorn
Hey.
reading.
I never feared nothing. When it came to read, I never feared nothing.
I was horrified of the popcorn reading. It
I
was
had to put
just,
my finger
it
on
was
it.
just
It
the
was 1,
anticipation of it.
Like we're all gonna listen to you read. Are
Well,
you ready?
You're next.
Yeah. Hey.
Or somebody could call my name at
Hey,
any moment. I
don't-
gotta be ready.
Don't let you be rearranged by sitting next to the best reader in the class. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit,
This
man.
nigga's fluent in reading.
I would pull
He
out
can
my
read at his
inhaler.
grade level.
Yeah.
And then some.
I would pull out my inhaler and be like, yo, next.
And that's where I'm in the back like, pussy,
Yeah.
read the book. Read for us.
Hey, he can't read. Yo.
Hey, yeah, don't let me not like you. So I'll definitely make you feel stupid.
That's
like,
when
hey,
that's when Joe had to delete the tweets back then.
yeah. I was like, yeah, I was kind of being harsh.
Andre couldn't read in class today.
I was being harsh toward the. I was being
Hashtag
very mean to the illiterate.
Hilarious.
Let me delete
Hashtag
Hashtag
dumbass.
illiterate.
Yeah, hashtag illiterate.
You illiterate bastard.
Hashtag KCPS.
Hey, like the kid
I'm
that
just
was in
joking,
class,
that's a joke.
the kid that was in the class helping you like read out loud. You stuck. That's embarrassment. That's embarrassment. Oh, embarrassments.
Nah, I was never the helper. I was like, figure it out, man. Sound it out. Man.
Hey, yo,
Sound it out.
figure it out in
Hey,
real
no,
time.
you know the worst was when
You got it?
they had the N-word in there.
Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy
I
because we
remember my
read
teacher-
some books with the N word in high school.
My teacher was like, I'll take care of all the N-words. I'm like, all right.
Hey, I like how
Huck Finn.
he said that.
He took control of the N-word.
Hey,
He's like,
he said that on some clear out shit. I got this one.
yeah, I got you.
Hey, clear the paint. Hey, clear the paint.
I've been practicing.
ISO.
What Kobe used to do, the little finger thing. Nah, for real.
Like,
Let me
I
say that
remember
N-word.
reading. My teacher said that same shit in high school
what?
when we were reading. What was it?
I know somebody said it a time or two, and like a couple of students to where it was like, why are we even doing this?
I'm
Like,
pretty sure they said it in
I
of
feel very
Meisenman.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and like our white English teacher was
What
like,
y'all was watching? Y'all was
I'll say
reading
it.
Huck Finn.
Yeah, Huckleberry.
It was a Huckleberry
That's
fucking
crazy,
Finn.
Yeah, we read
Lame
Huckleberry.
ass shit.
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men.
To Kill a
To Kill a
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
I didn't read that in high school.
I like To Kill a Mockingbird though.
It's good.
I heard it was
But
good, but
it
was
is some
banned.
white savior shit though.
It was banned.
It was banned.
It was banned.
That's crazy.
Yeah, How to Kill a Mockingbird was banned in my high school, I think.
Man, it's hella banned books.
Mm-hmm. That's a real thing. Do the knowledge.
I don't know
But we
enough
ain't about,
about banned books.
we ain't about to give you that knowledge. We gave you 2 hours of knowledge, so I think it's about a good point to wrap it
That
up.
time. Oh yeah, I got some albums for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Some
Before we
dope
wrap it up,
projects real quick.
I'll-
I got three, maybe 4 albums that I want to put y'all onto. Y'all need to check out. And then if y'all got music, I'm always looking for new music. You know, hit me up.
Black
Post it in
Hyphy.
the comments. You know,
You see the tag. He's back on Instagram, semi. Not really though.
semi.
Not really though.
He's
On
only checking for new music.
on the laptop.
Only
on
on
the
Instagram on the
laptop,
laptop.
Hey, don't set that standard. I'm not only checking for new music. I'm checking.
He said, "Do not blow my shit up about
Don't speak for me.
We's not on that. But I got some music that I've been listening to this week. Just the bag that I've been in. Everything is a lot, of course. I've been listening to At Long Last ASAP,
Yeah.
the second ASAP Rocky album. I listened to AT Aliens a lot this week.
Okay,
That was
okay.
great because it was, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last week.
You know, Derek ran that in the shop. We ran a few projects in there.
Word?
AT Aliens.
AT
I
Aliens?
think his favorite is Equimini.
See, and Equimini and AT Aliens is one of those discussions where I think it can go either or depending on what you're looking for sonically from Outkast. AT Aliens to me is just a phenomenal body of work, and it's such a short album that by time you actually get into like the groove of things, the album's over. But that's the beauty of it. It's like by the time it's just a great album through and through. So by the time you get to the outro, it's like, damn man, this shit's amazing, and then it's over, and you're like, damn, that's it. I could have had more, but I love that album, man. I love AT Aliens. I love the sonics of the extraterrestrial theme and the production. So yeah, that's my favorite Outkast album.
Hell yeah.
And then let me see. And then a new album that came out that I was listening to a little bit was Dio's 2. Dio's Volume 2, Did It Ourselves, LES Volume 2. I always love his message. He's another kind of payroll Giovanni kind of artist, talking about real hustler music, real grinding music, get back on your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already tapped in with it, Fade
Just a
Away.
little
You know what I'm
bit.
saying? Like, he was already tapped in. So that's what I've been rocking with. What you been tapped in with?
Oh, I'll tell you guys. Andre, you got 3?
I got 3. Yeah, I got 3. So first song that I really been playing. Oh my God, sorry, Mahomes just picked off, and it might be a pick 6, but there's a flag on the play. Pardon me. I've been really fucking with the Issy record from Zach
man,
Valera.
talk about your man. Talk about the lore of him. What's the
Man,
song that
Zach
went viral?
Valera, man,
I don't
I
wanna
really fuck
be
with Zach.
You can't tell me I'm cool.
Yeah, that song's great. No, the Broncos definitely just scored pick 6. They put it on the ticker. Damn. Anyway, Issy been great. I've been fucking with that. Another song that I really been liking, really been playing, really been doing the numbers for me is on some nostalgia shit. I've been listening to like old FIFA soundtracks.
Nice.
Wow. And there's a song.
That's a bag though.
Yeah. There's a song called LAF. That's like an acronym, I guess, and it's by Broods. So that's BROODS. Broods. Just some FIFA shit. If you fuck with FIFA, if you fuck with like, I don't know, world, international, like
world music.
Yeah, world music. I hate when they say that. Black people need to listen to more world music. No, no, but
I hate all you motherfuckers on Facebook too.
Oh, they pardon me. They called the touchdown back, so it's still 6-6 for those in the know. But no, I've been fucking with that, some nostalgic shit, and then also Georgia Smith. I was walking through Target, right, trying to buy some new pants, and there was a song that came on that I was like, whoa, what is this? What is this?
Target got him.
They got me.
Georgia Smith got
And
him.
it's an older Georgia Smith song. It came out in 2021, and it's called Addicted. It's the first record, it looks like, of the Be Right Back album. And, yeah.
Nice. So what you been listening
Shout
to?
out Georgia Smith. So I got a few, hip hop records I've been checking out. Criminally Attached Boley James, Nicholas Craven.
Drop a bomb, Andre.
Shit fire.
I got it.
You know,
Hold on.
Another perfect, rapper duo. I love it. It's a lot of these on this list. You know what I'm saying? It's the new wave, man. Shout out Boley James. I feel like he had a huge part to play in that being a thing again.
Yeah, especially he always locked in with certain producers. So like that's been his thing consistently, and I love to see it every time.
It's smooth, bro. It's a 10-song project. He got some interesting tracks on here. He's got this track called Mr. Quaker Oats, and it's featuring this dude Poppy Bricks. I have no idea who that guy is. It's the first time hearing him, but it's dope. Y'all got to tap in.
Hell yeah. New Boley James.
I've been listening to A Hit Dog Gon' Holler by Jason Martin.
Talk about it.
Keys, fire. Jason Martin really been on a crazy run this year. I think he's somebody that's not getting enough shine right now, and niggas need to know more about him.
We are a big fan of his on the pod. I got to tap in with him more because he dropped another project too, I think, recently too.
He did. He's got he dropped a project with Lefty Gunplay.
Yep, another one from Lefty, which it sounded pretty good from the song you showed me. It's like, 5 songs?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's 7 songs or 6 songs. It's 7.
Okay, nice little short EP.
It's called I Told You So. Lefty Gunplay, Jason Martin, Mike and Keys. Fire,
Mike and Keys, once again, man. Hey, they've had a great year. They did the project with Tony Snow that we talked about.
Yep.
They've been cooking.
Niggas locked in. Navy Blue, it's a project called The Sword and the Soaring. It's really touching. I love it on a nice rainy cold day and shit.
Yeah,
it's about grief and overcoming trauma and shit. It's real. It's poetic, beautiful.
Dope.
Last one is Damo Genesis. It's called Swarm, and the producer is my bad, y'all.
Damo Genesis.
Gray Matter. Y'all gotta tap in. The project's called Scram. Damo Genesis. I've been fucking with it.
Yeah.
Some fire.
I'm glad to know Damo's still out here doing his thing, man.
He cooking, bro.
Hey,
got some Conductor production on there, evidence feature.
And I think Conductor's just announced that he's about to do a project with Ransom.
Ransom? Oh, shit.
Who just did a project with DJ Premier.
Shit about to be crazy.
Yeah, so Conductor's still working, man. And I think I want to bring this up, too, about this year so far. And I think Wale's album being a great album just kind of continues the sentiment of this has really been the year of resurgence for artists of the past or artists that 5-10 years ago that are still going in and still going strong. Because the Wale album is just another testament to that, man. An artist that's been around for 10 plus years in the game, still putting out high quality music, and he might be an artist now where like the younger generation, like the Kai Cenats and that fan base, aren't familiar with Wale. So this is Wale getting his name back out there with a high quality body of work.
Yeah.
So Damo Genesis is another one. Like been doing it 10 plus years. Still putting out high quality music, still making noise, still buzzing in the industry, and still a well respected figure in the hip hop circle. So I just love to see it, man. The resurgence of 2025 and hip hop artists continues.
Yeah, we got some good shit cooking, man. Don't ever let them tell you hip hop is dead. I don't know where that notion or narrative came from. Go to your local show. Go listen to a different playlist or something. They got all these playlists that's generated to give you some new artists, man. Shake your life up. Take a different route to work.
Switch some shit up already.
Yeah, mix it up.
Do something. You know what I'm saying? Like go listen to that artist you always thought had a cool name.
Do something.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Pick a cool cover and listen to the album.
Judge a book by its cover and listen to it.
Judge some music by its cover.
And listen to it. All right, that's 2 hours in. I think that's a good one. It's a good place to end it.
Yeah, we're good.
Right. Episode 147 of the Yada Yada Podcast. Until next week, y'all, it's the Kid Joe Cornell, Black Hyphy, Andre Nelson, assistant producer Sav, and of course, our podcast MVP every damn time, Sebastian! Until next time, y'all, it's the Yada Yada Podcast. We out.